is the illest. EGL 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 is the illest. If your music is whack, we're gonna tell you it's trash. Now hit that track and hit them laps. If your music is whack, we're gonna tell you it's trash. Now hit that track and hit them laps. If your music is whack, we're gonna tell you it's trash. Now hit that track and hit them laps. If your music is whack, we're gonna tell you it's trash. Now hit that track and hit them laps. EGL is the illest. 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 If your music is whack, we're gonna tell you it's trash. Now hit that track and hit the laps. If your music is whack, we're gonna tell you it's trash. Now hit that track and hit the laps. EGL is the illest. 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 EGL is the illest.
What's good with y'all? What's going on, dogs? I guess who came in the room. What's up? Episode 289, 290. What's going on? Egl Network. EGL. We in the building, man. What's going on today, man? What's good? Oh, let's see what's going on in social media source. I am chilling. I ain't do a lot of promotion, so I ain't expecting a lot of big crowd. I've been getting low views lately. Shit is bullshit. It's all good though. Are I crashing on niggas? Who you got to say about Trump now? Let's go to this dumb nigga. I see a lot of fucking Donald Trump haters going on. I'm here for the bullshit today. You fucking goofies. Let's hear what this fucking clown saying. DL Hughley, dumbass. Disgrace.
They can't control flooding in Texas any more than they control winds in California. But I find it interesting that you would short staff the very group of people, the very organization that are responsible for warning Girl Scouts not to camp in a dry creek bed. When it was California, people opined and tried to make the governor look bad. Mike Johnson of Louisiana tried to talk about how feckless the leadership in California was. Louisiana giving California advice on running a state is like a Kardashian giving you advice on how to keep the marriage together. Trump acted with such alacrity when it's California. When we were having our protests, he made sure he got the National Guard there before he even spoke to the governor. Why is it that he used the power of the federal government to hurt California faster than he did to help Texas? Because sometimes it's easier to be cruel than compassionate. Men do not control the weather. They can't control flooding in Texas any more than they control winds in California. But I find it interesting that you would short staff the very group of people, the very organization that are responsible for warning Girl Scouts not to camp in a dry creek bed. When it was California, people opined and tried to make the governor look bad. Mike Johnson of Louisiana tried to talk about how feckless the leadership in California was. Louisiana giving California advice on running a state is like a Kardashian giving you advice on how to keep the marriage together. Trump acted with such alacrity when it's California. When we were having our protests, he made sure he got the National Guard there before he even spoke to the governor. Why is it that he used the power of the federal government to hurt California faster than he did to help Texas? because sometimes it's easier to be cruel than compassionate. Men do not control the weather.
Oh, that's D.L. Hughley getting at Trump or something. And you got this guy. What's his name? Mike. Mike been posting about Trump all week. Why don't you figure out you say something about Trump? You think I'm a diehard Trump fan. He posted he just posted something 5 minutes ago. It's about Trump selling fake gold. What is he talk? What is this dude talking about? This guy's old senile or something. I don't know.
They say
He about to say made this Trump. The fuck? Yeah, a lot of girls be saying, what happened to that girl, Brittany Renner? He's supposed to be getting at Trump. I don't know. Everybody saying Trump is you got a whole bunch of Trump haters all day on Facebook. Some people got a problem with him for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that. What's happening with him? What's happening? He say he talk like a rainbow ranger. He's a zest monster. That's fucking D.O. Feld Hughley. What is that nigga? A comedian or some shit? I'm on X checking shit, scrolling down. Let me go check some more shit down. Hold on, let me go down the map. What's this fucking goofy? Screamer got deported. That's funny. All right, what's up? That's a good shit. Go back to Israel, whore. We got enough holes. What's the word, man? I want y'all. Where are all the Trump haters at, man? Let's talk about the shit live, man. I see a lot of people don't like Trump, man. Let's go to this content and see what y'all think about that shit. I'm here for the bullshit today. I'm always here for the bullshit, though. I'm always here for the bullshit. Like, let me not even make none up. We'll go back to that guy later. Yo, who the hell is this Superhead girl coming from? Who the fuck is Superhead? I don't even know, man. I don't know why she even talking. Superhead, like, you've been irrelevant. Y'all trying to get the clout back. Like, everybody want to pop out. Now she want to, like, let's go to this. Let's go to people. Who's this fucking mayor? Mayani and whatever the hell his name is. Oh, they got Mike Brown as new head coach, man. Let's get to it. New York Knicks fans, let's go.
Thank everybody for coming. First of all, I'd like to start by thanking Mr. Dolan, Leon Rose, for this incredible opportunity.
Ain't nobody worried about the fucking Mavs.
I'd also like to acknowledge my fiance, Ro, for her continued support and for being here. I look forward to working with Leon, forming a great partnership with our shared common goal of winning a championship.
We said win a championship.
I'm honored and excited to be the new head coach of the New York Knicks.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Talk about a historic franchise. Madison Square Garden. It's iconic. Our fans.
Oh, yeah.
They're the most knowledgeable, and passionate, probably in all of sports.
He glazing. He glazing man hard.
There's a lot
he
of
might
work
get laps. It'll
to
be
be
here.
done. We have an outstanding roster. What they did in the playoffs shows their potential. I've had great conversations with all of our players, and I'm looking forward to growing positive, strong relationships with all of them over time. Our goal, starting with Mr. Dolan, to Leon, to the players, all the way down to the fans, is to build a sustainable winning culture that produces championships. That's why I'm here. I'm fortunate to know what it takes to create that success. A lot of hard work, a high level of commitment, and a focus on today. Now, a lot of you guys gonna say, this sounds cliche, and it is, but we can't skip any steps. It's about one day, one practice, one shoot around at a time. The soul of our identity when it comes to culture is going to be based on a trust. A trust that's centered around sacrifice, a connectivity,
What the fuck are you talking about?
a competitive spirit,
He gotta go, man.
and an overall belief
Believe, man.
in the
Yeah,
process
man.
and each other. I'm looking forward to getting to know you all.
It's wonderful, man. It's great shit, man. Good shit.
There's a lot
Good
of
shit.
work to do.
I'm about to get his beat
ready
ass.
to
Fuck
get
out of here,
started.
nigga. Get the fuck what you talking about, nigga. Weak ass fucking speech. I'm not convinced, nigga. I'm joking.
The first thing is, everybody knows I like to play fast. And like I said, we have an outstanding roster. I'm excited about that. And to have a guy like Jalen out there gives you the versatility to play all different types of ways, which is what it's going to take throughout the course of a ball game.
Mike, Steve Popper from Newsday. I know you had expectations and other jobs you've taken, stepping in behind the pedal and stuff. Just kind of what is it for you coming
Excuse me, man.
into a team
Pardon me,
that's
guys.
reached the conference finals, the expectations you're stepping into?
Well, there's nobody has any bigger expectations, first of all, than I do. My expectations are high. But this is the Knicks. I talked about Madison Square Garden being iconic. I talked about our fans. I love and embrace the expectations that come along with it. So I'm looking forward to it.
When obviously a team makes the conference finals, there's going to be questions about why did they fire the last guy, what is the new guy bringing in to elevate it above what the previous guy did. So in what ways do you plan to kind of just
Turn this
elevate
shit up, man.
Tom Thibodeau did?
Well, first of all, Tom is a tremendous coach, and he is a friend of mine. But I don't want to get into the past. I'm just excited about the roster. I'm excited about the things that we're going to put in place here and where we can go with the guys that we have.
I ain't convinced by what he's saying. He's kind of annoying. He ain't sounding more. He ain't sounding enthused enough for me. I'm not one. He ain't winning me over. Let's go, Mike Brown. Go, Coach Brown.
Well, that's a twofold question. What I've experienced, and I said it in my opening statement. I've been the 6 finals with 3 different teams, and the commonality that they all had is they all sacrifice for one another. They're all connected. The connectivity, it's at the highest, and it starts with ownership on down.
Oh, shit.
They all have a competitive spirit, and there's a high level of belief, not just in the process, but each other. So those 4 things are common amongst all the teams that I've been with that have participated in the finals.
Okay. I keep clicking off this shit. The fuck? Oh,
My pleasure.
All right, let me put a leave a comment, man. Let's go, Coach Brown. Maximus in the building. What's laughing? All right. Anybody else leave a comment? Let me know.
The first thing
I'm gonna put the mode bigger so I can't see.
I really had to sell myself
I can hear
to
it clearer.
was Roe, and obviously it worked. That's why she's sitting right there. But I respect Leon's process. I feel like I'm a detailed guy. I feel like I'm thorough with anything and everything that I try to do. So it's no different here. I was just myself throughout the process. Had great conversations with Mr. Dolan, obviously with Leon and his group, because my whole thing is I want to form a partnership with him to do this together. It's impossible to do on your own, and obviously the outcome is exciting for me because I'm sitting in the seat that I wanted to be in.
Mike, how are you? Chris Harrington from ESPN. Nice to meet you.
My pleasure.
One of the things that stands out a
It's
lot
Trump.
from
We gotta get to Trump too, man.
Sacramento and just generally
Holy shit, man.
you've seen as a coach who
It's the heat. It's the heat, man. I was gonna crash out today, but I was like, you know what? I feel better now. I got it off my chest. Sometimes you gotta just talk shit.
for you with star players and your willingness to kind of
Are ready for the Knicks this season?
what does that look like given that so many
Is the Knicks gonna get Bradley Beal? Oh, that's a bad pickup. I don't care what nobody says. Do not take Bradley Beal, please.
been played in the same program in college? Like, what does that look like to you? Casper,
You think the Knicks will revive Bradley Beal's career?
Well, in general, I
Did they
think
pick up
that
Bradley
is
Beal?
a part of my job.
He can score, but I don't know.
It's one of my values is accountability.
Everybody coming to the Knicks, they
Not
play better.
just for players, and even for myself.
I think
expect
Jordan
people to hold
Clarkson's
me
gonna be
accountable.
beasting.
But at the end of the day,
Jordan,
it's about
everybody seems to play better when they're on the Knicks.
relationships. It's
I don't
about
know. They just bring the
trust
life out of
that I
people.
trust
Bring
that
the
I
life back to
talked
people.
about.
Carl Towns had a good season in my
Once
opinion. I
you
don't know
grow
what the
those
fuck.
relationships,
Get a little soft, but
then you're going to talk openly about anything that you
think
need to in the direction that you need to go. And so I'm going to be open and honest with them, and I'm sure they're going to be open and honest with me. And
score some
like I said,
laps.
I'm no different.
Trump some laps.
Mike, Ian,
Hey, Baxter, what you think about
My
everybody
pleasure.
coming at your boy Trump? Everybody saying he a fraud. He let his people drown. He let some kid. I mean, he ain't got no control over somebody drowning. Like, be off the bench. Oh, Bill off the bench is crazy. Oh yeah, he could score. Clocks to some laps.
Again, I thought, what they
Hey, why can't what the
did
fucking Rockets?
this
What the
past
fuck are
year
they?
playoffs, it just shows the potential.
Get the fuck.
And not just defensively, but
Rockets some
offensively
laps.
too.
That crazy
And so
podcast.
I'm looking forward to putting a plan in place.
I wish Mike Brown
and
sounded
working
more
with those guys
enthusiastic.
on
This
both
guy's
ends of the
boring as
floor.
fuck.
I love their length.
Put me to
I
fucking
love
sleep,
their
that bitch.
versatility. And so implementing something or my vision
Fox
is
is
very
still going
exciting
off.
for me, and hopefully it is for everybody else.
I ain't gonna
because
lie,
think
people
the
join the
ceiling
Knicks, they
is
go
high on
off.
both ends for the group.
I know it had nothing to do with Trump, but Michael, you got this old guy
Good to see you.
on Facebook keep running his mouth. Michael Coleman. I ain't gonna say his full name, but got this guy Money Mike talking crazy. And then niggas is telling me that there's not no black Trump supporters. Yes, there is, nigga. I post all the Trump supporters. Check my stories. There's plenty of people sleep on some laps. Plenty of people is giving Trump props. There's black people giving Trump props. Mad minorities fuck with Trump.
Like
I
I
don't know
said,
what the fuck you niggas is talking about.
I thought Tom Thibodeau did a great job.
You a Camilla
guys did
Harris supporter. You
fantastic
cannot.
job last
I can't
year,
look at you
but
and
I'm
take you
looking
serious.
forward. We got, we just added 2 new additions
Sleep on
to the
some
team
laps.
that are going to bring
Go rocket some laps, man.
a lot
Kevin
of
Durant,
versatility
Rockets.
to how we're going to play.
What do you
I
want
just
some
can't
lap?
wait to get on the court and start implementing things that we want to do offensively to help us grow and take it to another level. But we still got some time.
I listened.
before
I listened
we
to.
do that.
I listened to that crazy podcast. Baby had. I stopped using my phone. I'm using my laptop now.
It seemed like over the course of this year, there were quite a few coaching changes really starting.
Oh shit! I might stream that summer league game, man.
Denver and finally here.
I might do the highlights. I don't know.
The team that
I mean, give me an app. I'll probably post that shit.
took them to places they hadn't gone in a long
I won't
time.
probably be able to post it on YouTube though.
Is it getting harder as a coach to sort of understand what the organization
What do you think? What do you think of the Mavs? What do you think of the Mavs? Somebody said my brother said the Mavs is fire.
going as a coach?
My brother said the Mavs is winning the ring. I don't know. I
I'm
don't know what the hell
passionate
he's
about
smoking.
coaching.
I mean, if he is,
I
but he
wanna
got to be
win.
smoking to think the Mavs is going to a win a ring. I don't give a fuck with
you wanna be in
110%.
a great place.
I keep it real. I don't give a fuck what's he.
that
I ain't got no
has
ties to no
thinking.
teams.
And so I know for me, especially
Yo, tell
speaking
Mike
with
Brown
Mr.
to get his
Dolan,
dry ass out here. He boring as fuck,
speaking
man.
with
He just
Leon,
talk.
and I have a history with Leon.
He said, "I got
knowing
Leon.
who
I
he
got
is
him.
as a
Leon.
person,
Yeah,
knowing
he
that
gotta
I
get some
love
guys his behead,
working with
four-headed
him,
ass.
and then
Street
looking
some
at the
laps.
roster and the
Oh,
reality
what's some
of it
what's
is,
some summer league laps?
Rose said,
You watching the
"better
summer
move
league?
to New York because I'm a foodie." So
Saturday?
when you combine all those things,
Oh, Friday and Saturday.
it was a no-brainer
Yeah,
for
Friday
me.
and Saturdays.
You know, the
Definitely
league
stream
is
that
the
shit.
league, and
I mean,
there's
I'm
always
off Saturday. I took off
ebbs and
Saturday. I gotta go
flows in
to
terms of how the
I gotta
hiring
go to a
and firing
funeral.
process goes, and you just
I'm off
embrace it.
Friday.
and
I'll
you
take
keep
off
moving
Friday, so
forward.
I'm ready off Saturday. So I'm off Friday, so I'm going to funeral, and I guess I'll come back later on. You know what I mean? Nah, Mike Brown's cool, but Mike Brown gotta get some fucking laps, man. He talk about him. He's like dry as hell. You stream some laps.
You know,
I will stream some
learned
laps
a
one day.
lot,
Don't worry.
Not just in Sacramento.
That's live
but
IRL, buddy.
Throughout my entire career, I'm a firm believer that
He said, "Yeah, firm believer. One more
if
fucking
you don't
time, bro."
evolve, no matter what profession you're in, I'm sure you guys feel it too, especially some
So
of
you feel it? You
some of
feel
you
it?
guys
Feel
that
it,
have been
Maximus?
around
Do you
for a
feel
long
the
time.
laps? Do you feel it?
Okay, I'm not gonna say any names. I'm just pointing out that way. I'm not saying any names. But for some of you guys that's been around a long time, and you feel the young bucks. I'm not pointing it or saying
Nigga said
it.
young
You
bucks.
feel the
He
young bucks
gotta get
clawing
some
at the
young
back of
buck
your
laps.
heels, and so
Nigga said young
learning,
bucks.
growing, evolving throughout the course of your
So you
time
feel young
and
bucks?
where you're at is something that I'm a firm believer in, and I can't just pinpoint one thing, but I know I appreciate my time in Sacramento. I appreciate the fans there, and I appreciate the opportunity that Vivek gave me to run his team.
I want to kind of piggybacking on that.
Okay.
Yeah, evolving. I mean, basketball has obviously evolved from when you first started.
Yeah.
On basketball change.
This guy's like funny. I'm dead, bro.
Experience you on the bench in Golden State, you guys won a bunch
We're gonna get into this Trump shit because everybody keep talking about Trump. I'm gonna show you proof that people fuck with Trump.
It's
This goofy-
changed
everybody
a lot
say
of
nobody
different
fuck with
ways.
Trump.
I mean, I can go far back. My first bench job was with the Washington Bullets. They were still called the Bullets back then, and we were playing at the Cap Center still in Landover, Maryland. And
Yeah, I remember he
Chris
posted a
Webber,
video. He said, "Turn on the Jets."
Juwan Howard and Tracy Murray and all those guys, Tim Legler, and
You said
you
Juwan
learn a lot from not just your experience as a coach with the other coaches there,
Juwan Howard, a
but
old-ass
also
player?
from the players. When I
I
was in San
watched basketball at
Antonio
that time.
with David and Tim, it was about playing inside out. And now, fast forward to my time with Steve, it's about pace and space. And that's where the game is. And like I said, if you can't evolve, you're going to get left behind. And so I feel like I'm trying to do that. And hopefully we'll be able to bring some of that here.
Hey, yo, anybody want a video request? Leave a comment. Leave a comment. Or leave a comment on Kick. Do not request no Zach and Cody goofy shit. I will violate you.
Some of the high-achieving teams have suffered crippling injuries.
Oh yeah, Dwight Howard. Yeah. I remember him a little something back in the days. I don't remember it fully, but I know he was alright. Oh, he was on the Wizards, right? With was Gilbert Arenas on his team?
Well, first of all, you don't ever want to see anybody.
Oh, he sound like that. I think it sound
get
funny
hurt,
as hell, bro.
you
Come on,
know,
y'all gotta play him
especially
too,
like,
man. Don't be modest. Don't be biased because he's a coach of your team, man.
That's
He gotta get some fucking laps too. He sounds kind of.
that's unfortunate.
He sound like he sped at
throw
us and
basketball
shit.
out the window. That's just unfortunate for them as
It's
individuals.
like he got like a hillbilly accent.
On top of that, for their families and organizations, all that other stuff. But there are a lot of good teams out there. It doesn't matter if those guys are injured or not.
That's
At
what I'm
the
trying
end
to
of the
say. That's what I'm
day,
trying to tell my brothers. No, ain't no Mavericks.
teams are going to
Ain't
find
nobody worry about
ways
no
to win.
motherfucking Mavericks.
And so
You better worry
we
about the
don't feel
Rockets.
like it's going to be
KD taking the Rockets
easier
all the
just
way.
because of the injuries going forward. We're going to have to focus on this
Oh,
thing.
you talking about Juwan Howard? Yeah, he played a
one
lot of
day at a
teams, but
time,
that was his
one
best team, I
practice at a
believe, when he was
time,
going in.
one shoot around at a time, and try to get better each and every day. So when it comes time,
LeBron is not going to the Knicks. Here
to
you
make
go with
our
that
run in
trolling
the
shit.
playoffs, we're ready.
We don't want LeBron. If LeBron goes to the Knicks, I'm definitely not gonna be fucking with the Knicks. Tell LeBron to stay on the Lakers. Tell LeBron to retire. Matter of fact, I don't want to see him play no more. His time is over, bro. It's 40 years he's been in the league, man. Retire,
I
bro.
don't even want to get into it because that's behind me.
Lakers don't need him,
I'm excited
seriously.
about being here in New York, and like I said earlier, taking her to a couple of restaurants because it probably won't happen come September, October, at least for the next 6 months. But I'm again thankful for the opportunity out in Sacramento. Yeah.
What you do in Sacramento? Oh yeah, where the fuck the Kings go? As a matter of fact, yeah, he was a head coach of the Kings. They don't know. They didn't even make the playoffs. If the Kings beat him, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You know,
I don't know. I didn't follow the Kings, so I can't
evolution.
speak on that.
I learned a lot from all those guys, from Tim Duncan to
Well,
LeBron, to Steph, to
you're not a
KD,
Knicks fan.
to Draymond.
Oh yeah, I'm not a Knicks fan. You're absolutely right.
To Foxy, I mean, you go down the line because they're all
LeBron
different.
and the Rockets,
That's
they got
what
the red, motherfucker. Damn,
my
relax, buddy.
experience, my background.
They got the red already. You good, bro?
Help me be different or unique.
You talk about
just being
the
around
Rockets.
those
What about the
guys.
fucking Suns?
Even a guy like Andre
Jalen
Iguodala,
Green.
who I
Like, come on,
love
man.
to death.
The Suns might be
you know,
nice.
Just all those guys helped me grow in some way, shape, or form, and they all, whether they want to admit it or not or whatever, they all have a little bit to do. With
I don't think I'm about to know him talk that long. He's really getting me a headache. He just sounds a little dry.
Thank you.
Well, who made the playoffs?
How closely you followed watching these guys last year? Obviously,
Oh, you talk about the Rock? You talk about the Kings,
I
right?
didn't realize you'd be standing.
Right.
We're just watching you. Assuming you're watching it as a guy who likes basketball and knows basketball and is interested in it. What were your impressions then?
So you're not getting a ring this year with the Rockets. I'm gonna keep it real. KD's not known to get a ring. KD needs like 3 superstars to win a championship.
I'm watching them as a fan, which
That's how KD run a ring with
I
the
did not
Preppy,
just
and
here,
ain't
but
been
with
hot
every
since.
team in the league. You know, you're excited.
Ain't enough, buddy.
I said that they have an we have an
KD,
outstanding roster.
I don't know.
You know what they did in the playoffs.
Niggas said
shows
KD
their
carried the
potential.
Rocket. Who
And,
have
I'm looking
KD
forward
carry?
to getting to work
KD
with
doesn't-
these guys.
We'll do a couple more, James. Mike, what are the first few days of,
Oh, you talking about the Kings, right?
how soon are you?
We're gonna see what's going on this season, man. I ain't making no assumptions. People always say something. People may be making high-ass requests talking about championships and all this.
Yeah,
Niggas
you
don't even
know,
make- niggas
it's
don't even make
a
the
lot of that.
championship.
You want to reach out to
Niggas be fucking wolf
to
selling
all
wolf
your
tickets.
players. You
Y'all can
wanna
hit some
start
fucking
that
wolf
line of
ticket laps.
communication going because
fuck.
at the end of the day, again, I go back to this is what you guys do. It's about relationships, and those relationships are some of the most important relationships.
Other than
that I'm
KD,
gonna
who the hell
have
the Rockets?
going
Oh, they got that. They got a
and,
couple.
so touching base with them, getting that process going, and then
All right, I'm gonna check the starting lineup. Let's see what's up
Form
with them.
that partnership.
Mike Brown give me
with
a headache.
Leon.
He's just chatting.
I'm
He's
excited to do that with him, and so he and I, we just started, sitting down and talking about different ways to formulate a staff. So that's going to be a process that's ongoing, and who knows how long it will take. But those are a couple of things.
This is the Rockets starting line. KD is shot over. What that mean? What does that mean, though? Does that mean he's gonna win? All right, this is the Rockets lineup right here. KD, he's all right. I don't know him. Seager's all right too. Van Fleet, he can get you a couple threes. His legs. Clint Capella. This is a mid-ass lineup. This ain't gonna get you no championship, buddy. I'm just keeping it real with you. Who's Reed Shepard? I don't even know who that is. This is not gonna get you a championship. You're gonna need a little more better. You have to make some plays. Get some of these check guys, some better players, man. Look at this. This is their lineup right here. I don't know Easton right there. This is Rockets lineup. It's not looking good for you, buddy. Oh, you got more players right here. Jabari Smith. Oh, okay. Jeff Green, Aaron Holland. You got eye, but I don't think they're gonna do nothing. Oh, okay. I think I did do. You said they traded Dylan Brooks, the heart of the team. All right, tell Mike Brown to shut the fuck up. Oh yeah. All right, I'm done with Mike Brown. He got to go. Hold on, YouTube. I take this autoplay off. Where you go to take the autoplay off? What the hell Trump signed now, man? Trump just signed a new order. I don't know what the fuck he said. Lakers. Yo, how you turn this audio play off, man? Shit annoying. Hey, them niggas ain't no championship team, bro. What are you talking? They suck. They can do. They not gonna do shit. We got Jabari. He's nice. We got Seagram. He's nice, and Dylan Brooks some laps. Okay. You said who? Lakers. Let's go. He's a streaky 3-pointer. What the hell's a streaky D-pointer? He's a 3-and-D player. 3-pointer in defense, you say? Since when, nigga? Why you say what the fuck? I'm trying to figure out Lakers. I think the Lakers even go anywhere. Yeah, Lakers need to get a center first. Oh, they got a center. They got that trash ass. I don't see Aiden doing anything. Trying to find some Trump. Yes, yeah. See what Stephen A. Smith had to say about Mike Brown getting.
Let's get back to our breaking news in the NBA. Shams Charania reporting that Mike Brown will be the next head coach of the Knicks. He replaces Tom Thibodeau, who was fired after taking New York to the conference finals. The Knicks' requests to talk to Jason Kidd, Ime Udoka, and others were turned down, and then Brown emerged as the top candidate. Our NBA reporter Brian Windhorst is with us right now. And Wendy, what more can you tell us about how the Knicks came to this decision with Mike Brown?
Well, it was quite a process. I don't know if you heard of Mina, but they took their time. But he sort of emerged from their process. He had multiple visits to New York. He met with their entire front office, then came back and met with owner James Dolan before this decision was reached. And here's what you have to understand about Mike Brown. He has one of the most varied resumes of anybody in the profession.
Hey, Savvy Nerd, what's up? I had some fucking laps.
He has coached under Rick Carlisle. He has coached under Steve Kerr. He was the head coach for LeBron James. He was the head coach for Kobe Bryant. There have been times in his career where he's coached the #1 defense in the league.
Hey, what's going on?
When he won Coach of the Year for the second time 2 years ago with the Kings, he coached the #1 offense in the league. So he has a very long career. He has seen many different things. He's had many different challenges. He's had many successes and he's had a few failures. He's been fired a number of times. But he is going to be taking over a team that is very accomplished. This is a strong job. This is a great job, really. I know that the way they ended it with Tom Thibodeau made it seem like it was a bit of a hairy situation. But this is a great job. It is a built-out team that are among the favorites in the East.
And look, you laid it out right there. The accolades are there. Ramona Shelburne, we talked to her a little bit earlier in the show, and he talked about the difference between Mike Brown and Tom Thibodeau. How do you see Mike Brown fitting in basketball?
Well, I think Tom Thibodeau is a guy who's very rigid with the way he operates his team. He also really is sort of a lone wolf on the sideline. His assistants offer support outside the game. During the game, Tibbs is a lone wolf. He's sort of operating on his own. Mike Brown is a lot more collaborative. He's collaborative with the players. He's collaborative with his assistant coaches. He will completely be different. You wouldn't even see Tom Thibodeau even meet with his assistant coaches when there would be a timeout. He would grab the clipboard and go right in there, wait 5 seconds. Mike Brown, a lot of times allows assistants to run huddles because he's very collaborative. When he was in Cleveland, he formed a players committee where he allowed the team's leaders to make major decisions on things with the team. So he is, I wouldn't say he's necessarily just a players coach, but he's definitely going to be more collaborative with the players and their feelings than Tom Thibodeau was. I see people saying that they're alike. Knowing both of them, they both care about defense.
Honestly, the Rockets go to no fucking finals. I'm sorry.
They're very different people.
You'd be lucky I make the playoffs.
The Knicks, their minds are set on a championship. Now, Mike Brown has not won an NBA championship as a head coach. However, what says that he's the guy to get
star players to back his ass up?
Well, I think his big challenge is the Knicks have several guys on their roster who have defensive challenges. And so the challenge for Tom Thibodeau, whoever takes over this team, is to have a system that protects the players' weaknesses. And so Mike Brown, that's his big thing. And I'm sure his ideas and his thoughts on how to make that work,
so you want to join, let me know.
Were a heavy part of the interview process because the Knicks are heavily involved and heavily invested in Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson. Those were the players that the Pacers attacked on defense. So how he would go about that, his ideas for what maybe needs to do with the roster and those things were how he got through this interview process.
Yeah, still a lot to dig into with this Mike Brown hire. Wendy, thanks so much. Back here on Sports Center, we got Stephen A. Smith to weigh in on this news. The Knicks hire Mike Brown as their new head coach. Stephen A. Smith joining us now on the phone. And Stephen A., we know you're a huge Knicks fan. Your reaction to the hire?
Jalen Brunson?
Well, I respect the hell out of Mike Brown. I will honestly tell you, it lacks sizzle.
You mean to tell me?
Not credentials. I mean, he's
Jalen Brunson was the best thing they ever bought. I didn't think Jalen Brunson was gonna go off like that. I ain't gonna front. I know he was nice on the Mavs, but I didn't think he's gonna go that crazy. Stephen A. Smith is sometimes Knicks fan. Donovan Mitchell's all right, but Donovan Mitchell's just a scorer. He don't make a team better. He make a team all right. Donovan Mitchell's cool, but he see what he did with the Cavs. Yeah, this is lap center. So, then we're gonna get to. I sent you a link too. If you want to join, just click up. Hey man, I don't know no sports guys to go to. This is the best sports people I know. I haven't watched this shit. I ain't watching sports I watch a podcast that does sports too. They got a sports show. They all sit on a panel and talk about sports. They all got different teams and shit. They all talk about a whole bunch of like there's mad different teams. What lacks sizzle? I'm trying to figure out. Stephen A. Smith look kind of. Stephen A. Smith's daughter was funny as hell though. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh, yo, where you think Jokic is going? All right, let me know when you're ready, nigga. Because I don't want to. I want to see your. I want to see your end when you join. Because I'm clicking on the video on full mode, so I want to watch this slim. It's not a long clip, so I got other videos I'm gonna be posting up soon too. I want to dab into other teams too, see what's going on. Because my brother seems to think the Mavs is some threat because they got some boy named Flag, whatever the hell his name is. I want to see how he is in the summer league. You said summer league's Friday. Well, we're gonna watch the highlights Friday, and we're gonna see if your boy Flag is gonna be doing anything like deadly. Then we gotta check out what's the fuck going on with the Lakers. They probably got the same lineup. We ain't worried about them niggas. You know, they got bum ass LeBron. He just took another big ass contract. Like he needs money. Selfish piece of shit. Can't stand LeBron, bro. Nigga took a whole contract, nigga. Nigga, your time is over. Why the hell you take how much money did this nigga? Why you didn't just take a pay cut so they could get more players to keep this fucking guy? It's a fucking bozo, bro.
Yo.
What's good?
Welcome to ESP Labs.
I was trying to figure out like why LeBron dumbass didn't retire. I don't want to see. I might not even.
I've been tired of seeing that nigga face for the last 15 years, man.
Somebody was flaying the shit out of him. Say you playing for 50 years already. You're not passing Kobe or Jordan. Nigga, just give it up.
Trash.
Why is he still playing? I thought he's gonna retire by now. You play with your son.
Talking about the Knicks. You better stay the fuck away from my team. We don't want you.
Yeah, Quattro.
We don't want you. Nah, they've been talking about it. Like he was trying to get over there. Knicks told him no, we don't want you.
Nobody want LeBron.
Fuck out of here.
You try to go back to the Cavs too.
This ain't 2010, nigga.
You try to go back to the Cavs too.
Yeah, you better go somewhere.
I thought y'all was gonna get Giannis for like at least K Towns as another player.
Who said we not though? Relax. That's how Leon works, man. He slow cooks. So all of a sudden, boom, like, oh shit. He not done. He far from done. Trust me. That's how he operates. Watch.
I don't think they should pick up Bill. Let Bill stay on free agent, man.
I mean, off the bench, that's crazy.
Yeah, off the bench, he'll be good. Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad off the bench.
You have that rookie center, right? Then you got the new guy from Philly, Yusuf Belly, whatever his name is. Then you have Hart, Bill, McBride. That's a sick bench, man.
Oh, they go baby head.
And we got Clarkson.
Unreal.
Who's trying to get a ring? What are you talking about, Quan? Yo, what's up?
Talking about the clown, probably.
You talking about LeBron, right?
Yeah, the clown.
There you go. I just switch sides. What's good?
What?
LeBron's going to Denver. Nigga, Jokic trying to leave Denver. He don't want to resign.
He don't even want to be there.
Who the fuck want to be in the mountains?
Yo, I went to Denver.
Oh, you were? I never been there.
Like, and I went there like for like Christmas, like a couple years ago.
Oh wow!
Did you
boring as hell. Huh?
Yeah, I got you on here, man. Maximus. Does everybody keep talking? What's all this? Why does everybody keep talking about Trump all damn day? All I see on posts is this dude, Funny Mike, talking about Trump 24/7. Like, what is this obsession with?
I don't pay that shit no attention. Number one, I didn't vote, so I don't care.
I didn't vote either.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just like Trump gangsterness. He like blowing shit up and like, you know what I mean? I respect grimy niggas.
Listen, who I wanted to win won. I mean, you know, anybody else's opinion, that's their opinion. You know.
Who's going to Lakers and Knicks?
What?
Why are we talking about the Lakers?
Quan said, let's talk about the Lakers.
Lakers trash. LeBron about to leave again.
I don't think you think he's gonna leave. Nah, LeBron just signed a big deal. Selfish ass nigga. So like a buck.
He didn't sign no big deal. He didn't sign no big. He opted in his last final year. Instead of signing a new deal, he opted in.
Oh, he didn't sign a new deal yet?
So that way when you there, you become more tradable when you do it like that, because they'll get him for the year and then his contract come off the books. It's over. You either sign him or let him go to make himself more tradable. He want to go try to chase another ring like it. So it's over, bro. I would love for him to go back to the finals and lose another one. That'll make my day.
Oh, okay, yeah, that I see how that goes.
Yeah, that's what he trying to do. He trying to get to Cleveland or OKC or somewhere where yeah, that's what he trying to do.
Yeah, he trying to get back. I see him trying to go to Cleveland too. He
Probably want your ass.
Now you know they gotta make sure they take Bronny too.
Ain't nobody want him neither.
I ain't taking no damn Bronny. His ass was in the G League probably.
And then to get him, you got to give up mad young players probably for him. Nah, man, get out of here.
I mean, what's going on with your Rockets, man? You think the Rockets is going to be a threat?
They ain't gonna be no threat.
Second
round exit.
I can't make that decision right now. I gotta watch them play, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
But it might look good on paper, but
bro, the team last year had no business being the second seed, bro. I'm being straight up. They ain't had no business being the second seed, but they was. So and they should have won the Warriors series, but they didn't.
They're gonna drop to like 4 or 5. Watch.
Man, who gonna be better than them though?
You got OKC.
Besides OKC.
You got OKC. You got Warriors gonna bounce back.
The Warriors.
You break it up.
Nope.
Who is?
Oh, you just break it up a little bit.
Me?
Yeah.
I ain't static. I don't know who that is, man. I ain't been static.
You sound like that nigga on a Nokia phone.
That's your robot.
Hey, you got that robot shit.
Yeah, I'm in a robot shit.
Oh yeah, nah. You get up off of here. That mean them people listening. You hang up and come back. Reset your phone.
I'll be back.
All right, I'm on his notebook shit.
I can't hear anything he's saying.
Yeah, he's in the Matrix for a minute. So what you want? So you want the oh, here you go. Lab Center analyst.
Nah, that's better. You hear me?
Oh yeah, that's way better. But it's just
robot's gone. Yeah, that nigga was sounding like aliens for a minute, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck?
Or I heard the same shit on your end.
Fucking robotic ass motherfuckers.
I was trying to see what the fuck.
That shit mean them people listening. I don't care. Anytime I have like, nah, them people trying to listen to them.
Trying to think the West. Oh, you got Denver. You got you got Denver. You got OKC. You got Golden State.
I keep sleeping on the Phoenix Suns, man.
Why are we talking?
They got?
They weren't good. They weren't good with Kevin Durant. They didn't make the playoffs. They didn't make the play in.
They still got Devin Booker. They got Jalen Green.
That's why you can't go by what names is on the roster. That shit don't mean shit if they can't put it together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Devin Booker might play. That team might get better now that Durant's gone. You never know.
That had nothing to do with Durant. Durant was good.
Hey, every team Durant goes on ever since the Warriors has not gone good. The Nets was a whole fucking shit
the
show.
nigga was hurt for like 2 years.
Exactly.
If the nigga's shoe was an inch smaller, they beat the Bucks, and the Bucks don't go to the finals. But hey, that's what happened.
If fucking Patrick Ewing dunks and instead of finger roll, we would be champs too.
No, I agree.
But guess what? It didn't happen.
I know it ain't happened, but that's all I'm saying. Like,
everybody's saying the last time he had success when he was with Curry.
That's the only time he had success. What are you talking about?
Man, that nigga was cold in OKC. The nigga went to the finals.
What did he win? What did he win?
What did he win?
Huh?
Don't matter how cold you are,
Eastern
you ain't got no jewelry on.
I mean,
you ain't got no
Conference
jewelry on. What you know?
He kind of made them lose that series anyway. He was kind of getting smoked by Clay Thompson at that time.
Nah, he did some sucker shit, bro. How you?
Oh yeah, they were supposed to be playing LeBron. There's no way Golden State should beat them.
How you almost beat Golden State, lose to them, and then go join the enemy the next year?
That was crazy.
Like, who does that, bro?
That was wilder than LeBron's ass.
I was like, whoa, yeah, he topped LeBron off of that shit, bro.
I ain't doing no Kevin Durant slander. That nigga is my favorite player. I don't care what.
But that was kind of crazy. Come on, Westbrook was beefing for like a whole year.
Oh no, I agree. That was some sucker shit. I don't respect that shit at all.
That kind of tarnished his career with that shit.
Bro, that's like we go out and we get jumped by cup hustle niggas, and then the next day you talking about the next day you talking about cup hustle this and that. They like, what?
Yeah, that'd be wild. You like,
what just happened?
Cup hustle. You said cup hustle.
What just happened? Like,
yeah, you're right. That's crazy though. That's like everybody was.
You supposed to get mad, go to the gym, get, you know what I mean? Like, all right, watch this next year. Nah, this nigga said, fuck that. You got a spot? You got a room open? Fuck, nigga. That's some sucker shit.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah, Westbrook was
Him
tight.
and LeBron are the same type of bitch. Bro.
He ain't gonna let you slender KD.
Man, he got no choice, man. Fuck him.
Nobody wear them ugly ass sneakers.
Fucking, he need a goddamn. That nigga the only player in NBA history to not get a haircut his whole career.
That nigga, I don't think he washes and put the lotion on either.
That nigga look like a fucking crusty alligator, nigga.
Dusty as hell.
That nigga look like a fucking foreign reptilian, nigga. What the fuck?
Word. What's your toy? That nigga do be looking crazy though. I was like, this nigga care about his life.
And he fuck with Brian Griner. I mean, what's her name?
He fuck with Brittany Griner too. I thought she was fucking with
Brian. Yeah.
Ain't she just turned Muslim? Now she back to being.
That's a whole nigga, bro. It's a dude, bro. Ain't no shit.
Oh, the Brit. Oh, I talk about the one that was married to Kevin Gates. I keep mixing them up.
No.
That 304 bitch.
Talking about that Ben Simmons looking bitch.
Oh, okay, that manly little joint. She with a girl now. She's fucking with
that's a man, bro. You ain't seen them videos where she threw the voice, forgot to talk like mad deep, bro. I'm sending to you. Look it up, matter of fact. Look it up. Brittany, whatever her name, deep voice slip or something. Play that shit.
Can it get on YouTube?
Like that shit won't let me cut my camera back on.
Should be on YouTube, yeah.
Whatever. I don't care. This shit weird as hell.
You said shit weird as hell.
I don't know, my camera. Well, I mean, I hit the cord. That's why my camera cut off. But my camera on my side, but it won't. I'm cooking that bitch, and they don't.
What's that girl's name again? Brittany who?
Griner.
The weed smoker.
Yeah.
the I hate America, bitch. Yeah. Kept that bitch in Russia. That fucking man fag.
Word. I be telling niggas, y'all keep talking all this Trump shit. When you gotta get deported, don't be crying.
Mm-hmm.
Talking all that anti-American.
When them checks roll out, don't cash them either.
That's what I've said.
Fuck out of here. All the extra money that's gonna go in your check soon, give it back to them. Back. You know that you're gonna see more on your check soon, right?
Oh yeah.
Be nice.
That shit
overtime. I be winning. Be working.
That shit too. That's supposed. I can't wait for that to kick in. No tax on overtime. That's what I'm waiting for.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy. I thought he passed that shit soon.
For. So if you make $300 in overtime, you're gonna get $300. You ain't gonna get no tax taken out of this.
Bro, and that shit, it be so much.
I know. It's like
overtime. You be like, yeah, why even
work this shit for?
Why are niggas cutting property tax too? That's crazy. Cut property tax. I'm gonna be in the.
Listen, man, I ain't got no problem with him, man. To me, he's doing a good job, man.
Even the Magnus turned on him.
He's doing a good job, man.
He said, "I did not vote for this."
It's the people that want to lay up and do nothing and fucking
That's what I've been thinking. I'm
get
like,
free
yo,
shit and all that other shit. That's the people that got a problem with them.
exactly.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
People that sell the
All
support
that
people.
shit, right? Wake
They
checks
support
and
goofy
all that.
shit.
And then get up and go to work like everybody the fuck else, man.
Because I've been
Fuck
trying to get
out
at the
of here,
black
bro.
community. I get called racist. I hate women. I'm
And not just
gay.
blacks, it's people, period. I'm not talking about no
Oh no,
specific
I'm saying
race.
in general because
Like
there was
people,
a couple. There
period,
was a couple of black women
nigga.
dissing the white girls that died in that camp shit. I didn't post. I was gonna post a video about it because it was only black chicks I had a problem with. I was like, why are you dissing dead people? Because it's still a human being. Like, that shit is crazy. I was like, huh? I was supposed to post that video too about that shit. They showed the video of them talking shit, talking about why they good for them for dying. So I gotta supposed to find that video. Somebody did a review on that shit. He went in. There's a guy on Twitter that goes in on them chicks, all the hood
Yo,
shit.
we should make an episode called "Goat Debate."
He said, "What's good?
Goat Debate."
Oh, goat debate. Oh, okay.
I'm coming with all my Jordan stats, and whoever think they better, come with it. That should be a good episode.
I want to be a part of that because I agree with you. So
that sounds good, right? That sounds like a hell of an episode.
I agree with
don't
you.
it? You can have multiple people too. Like you could be Kobe. This one thinks this one, and debate that shit out.
Okay.
That's
Well, who we going by? As far as players from every year, or just
the
all
GOAT,
together?
nigga. Period. Jordan, Kobe, fucking Larry Bird, fucking
Julius Erving,
whoever
Dr.
the fuck
J,
you think is the GOAT. Yeah,
Wilt
it's up to
Chamberlain.
yeah, all that. Right. Yeah, that's fucking interesting.
I don't know.
That's
Please.
interesting.
Oh, I got this Brittany Griner shit.
I'm over there playing 2K and doing the show at the same time.
Let me see what Brittany Griner. Let me hear that voice now. Hold on.
Bro, no, she like a man. Why we doing this?
I'm ready to get there. I'm ready to just learn from her. Got to play with her a little bit with USA and
that's not a good one.
Just ready to feel out her.
That's not
Phoenix Mercury.
A round of applause for my wife. Honestly, she had the hardest job. Honestly,
here you go.
Thank you so much, babe, for being there for me.
That's not even the ones I was talking about. That's not even the one I was talking about. And then they rewinded the bitch and said, "You hear that?"
That's what happened when I saw the Michelle Obama one. He said, God,
I've been telling people that since way back in the day, and then anybody listen to me. Nobody listen to me.
And you said, and Megan Thee Stallion, I've been saying that shit. I'm hating.
That too, definitely.
Some people said, some dude said I was hating.
Hating on what?
Because I can't smash.
I don't understand why people say that. Hating on what?
Because I said she was a man.
The fuck we hating on?
It was like, you mad? You wouldn't bag that? I said, I don't want a man.
We don't want that. The fuck, nigga. Fuck out of here.
They be definitively going crazy over these manly looking chicks.
Like they on the payroll or something.
Some guy got at me on Twitter for me dissing some girl that cooks. I said, she a thought. She only twerking and cooking. And some guy said, oh, you mad because you can't bag it. I said, she ain't fucking you, nigga.
That shit kill me. How you make a comment and somebody always got to come and say some shit like,
word, fucking save your warriors.
Did I say something to you?
Like, you ain't getting paid. She's not gonna fuck you, niggas. She's not gonna put dick in your mouth. Like, stop trying to be a superhero. Some nigga got at me on Twitter and said, "Oh, well, she ain't gonna respond to you." I said, "I never wanted. I was just dissing her because I thought she was. I said she was.
Who the fuck's reaching out to her though?
I was getting at that girl. I said she was. She looked like a thought. She was cooking and shaking her ass. I was like, who twerks and shit cooks? Somebody's like, you a hater. You mad because she ain't twerking for you? I was like, you sound like some young dumb nigga.
Fuck out of here. That twerking shit's stupid anyway, man. It's just so fucking retarded.
Yeah, we know who does that. We know what community promotes
like they
that
do
all
it for
day.
everything now. That's like a handshake nowadays. They turn around and start like, what is that? The fuck out of here. It looks stupid.
You talk about some respirations. All y'all niggas gonna do is buy some spinning rims and some fucking Hellcats. Ain't gonna buy no fucking land.
Yo, hey, on the cool though, the Hellcats is crazy though.
That's all niggas gonna get. A lot of some trash ass weed.
What's
the other one?
Nah, these niggas are smoking some bullshit. I ain't smoking in a while, but some of these niggas weed be smelling terrible. Huh? What you say about the Hellcat?
This nigga said it smell like topsoil.
What's the Durango one called? Them niggas be getting to it. It's the Durango or is it the Jeep? Like the Cherokee or some shit. That bitch got an SRT8. I can't think what the hell called.
Oh, I don't know.
They got a whole name like the Hellcat, but it's something different.
Oh, what's that? That fly new nigga shit?
The Hell Lab.
The Hood Rat?
Hell Lab.
No, bro.
Yo, I see the car with a fucking eyelashes on it.
Yeah, that's just stupid. I seen that stupid shit too. I said, you fucking goddamn idiot. Fuck out of here.
That'd be a 304 of that dumb shit. Word. I see that. Yo, Twitter be this guy's on Twitter be flaming bitches on there. I'll be laughing. I'll be on it. That's why I like Twitter better than Facebook a little bit. Other than that.
What the fuck, nigga? Oh, come on, man. My bad.
They be cooking niggas on there. This one nigga, he just flames all hood chicks all day. So look at this. I got all videos to prove it. Y'all still try to call me gay. That's like they main target to dish your sexuality when you call them out on their bullshit.
Bro, hey, especially black women.
That's what I'm saying. This guy gets at specifically hood black women, and these are video proofs to show that they all ratchet and they don't got no home training. And then
you know what's so fucked up?
Some girl said that to me when I diss Cardi B.
Gay. These niggas be gay.
I'll try to tag Maximus in this shit. Then the bitch blocked me. After she called me gay. What? Because I diss Cardi B. I'm gay. No, you just fucking died to try to defend her. You have to defend a fucking bird. That bitch is a straight. She says she set niggas up. She got a stank ass BBL, and y'all be going mad hard.
Right. You want to smell like shit dumpster juice too or something.
Like the proof is it. That proof is it. The last nigga she fucked with, that football player, said you stink. Smell like dumpster juice. Said it out of his own mouth. So now when niggas keep...
He said you smelled her coming. That's crazy. Like,
he said you smell that shit all the time too.
Her. He said you smell her before you see her. That's crazy.
I seen another one too. I seen the Brazilian girl, the craziest BBL. Like
so that bitch was like a walking dumpster.
I've been telling niggas that. Niggas talk about, I smash BBLs. I never had that problem. I was like, you're lying.
Oh.
Unless you haven't been around them long enough. You probably was a one night type shit.
That shit must have been fresh. Yeah.
I've never had a BBL, so I wouldn't know.
Me neither.
I don't think I ever will.
That shit looks stupid.
Nah, that's all over New York, bro. I could take videos show niggas like this shit is everywhere.
You ain't gonna tap one time, you might will. It's all over New York. Tap one time.
I'm good on that shit. I don't want to smell none of that flesh. I can't. You can have all those, man. I'm good on that. I'm not trying to smell that fresh, that stuff, flesh shit. That shit is nasty. I'll throw the fuck up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I see some crazy shit too. Especially a lot of white girls got that fucking plastic face.
Yeah, that shit looks stupid too. Like a fucking cracked out mannequin.
Yeah, they're like a Toys R Us Mattel cracked out doll.
and
I ain't lying. A lot of women got it. I don't know who's tricking on these. A lot of black women got it too. They got a lot of BBLs.
Niggas came out with crystal meth Barbie.
Dominican go to Dominican Republic get that cheap BBL.
Yeah, half of them be dying.
I just seen something about a bitch dying the other day.
Oh, I heard about that. That's crazy.
I think I posted that shit.
Somebody going to a doctor you don't need to be going to get a surgery on your body that you don't need to get.
Kanye West's mom died from that BBL shit. I think it was a setup anyway. That's some sacrificing though. If you're into that conspiracy shit. You know, he said that.
It's not even a conspiracy no more, man.
It's been in people's faces, but everybody's like, people are just naive to stupid shit.
Well, a lot of these people are brainwashed by some fucking waves that they be sending through, but certain niggas like us,
I can tell because I can they attack me all the time, man.
They can't tap into our brains like that.
That's why I be trying to tell niggas, even on Twitter. Some of them, Twitter's not as fucked up as Twitter's fucked up as Facebook. Them motherfuckers.
You know why people be like LeBron James the GOAT? Because that's all they say, and push and push and push and push, and then people start believing the shit. Like, the fuck out of here.
I don't think LeBron's the GOAT, honestly.
I'm just saying, I'm using an example.
I'm saying.
They just drill shit until you start believing it.
I see this nigga gets cooked by a 12-year-old. That shit was the funniest video I've ever seen in my life. He had held him on defense. He had no dribble. Then a nigga dunked on him. A 12-year-old dunked on him. That's crazy.
Man.
Then he tried to hide the video, tried to get rid of the video.
Yeah, I did hear about some shit like that.
And then LaMelo Ball was cooking his ass. Little 18,
LaMelo
19 year
Ball.
old.
Bro, LaMelo Ball ain't go win and
yeah, I don't know something about his team. There's something missing on his team. I think
it's the team. You ain't gonna, it don't matter who you are, you're not gonna win on this team.
I think it's just the players, man.
It's like the Wizards.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. I think it's you think it's Ball or you think it's just the whole team?
No, it's not even him. It's something about that team. Maybe because I ain't gonna lie, like the whole time Michael Jordan owned that motherfucker, that motherfucker was bad. Bro, I'm talking about, I don't think the niggas made the playoffs once.
Nah, you wildin'. They had some teams, bro. You talking about Charlotte?
Yeah.
You forgot about Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson and Muggsy Bogues.
No,
you forgot about those guys?
We're not talking
Dale
about
Curry and
Charlotte.
them.
I'm
Like,
talking
you
about
crazy?
the Blue Wave Charlotte.
Oh, after that? Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm talking about, remember,
well, you said with Michael Jordan.
Remember,
Michael Jordan played against
remember
the
Charlotte went to New Orleans.
Michael Jordan owned them.
Yeah, Charlotte went to New Orleans before they changed.
Yeah.
They were Charlotte Hornets. Then they changed their name, and then the Hornets came back. I'm talking about these.
They had some good teams, though. I remember the Knicks battling them niggas. So.
Oh, no, yeah, the old school Hornets. No, I don't mean no.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the one with Larry Johnson and all them?
Yeah, that squad. They had a team, man.
Oh, that's a different squad.
Yeah, I was talking about while Michael Jordan had been owning them. You know, he don't
own
own
it.
Jordan no more.
Oh. I thought you said playing against them. I was like, wait a minute. They had some teams back then, man. I'm like, okay, you talking about the old Mike. You talking about when he owned them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when Kemba Walker and all them came.
Yeah.
Bro, think about it like this. Kemba Walker was cold. He had to go to a whole nother team.
Yeah, Kemba Walker was cold. Then he started getting like falling off. I think injuries caught up to him.
Yeah. Bro, think about it like this, bro.
He was cold as hell.
There was a time that this nigga Derrick Rose was the coldest nigga in the league, bro.
Yeah, Derrick Rose injuries fucked him up too.
Got hurt, bro, and this nigga was never the same.
Yeah. Derrick Rose was doing like Derrick Rose was giving niggas headaches. Even Kobe was getting a headache.
Bro, if he never got hurt, he'd be in the GOAT conversation.
But
look, I think the same thing about like niggas like Penny.
Fuck, man. Yeah, Penny, T-Mac.
Yeah, T-Mac was a beast. It's just that back injury shit.
T-Mac was a problem, bro.
T-Mac, Vince Carter. Who else?
Oh, Vince Carter never got hurt, did he?
Nah, he played for a long time. He played till like 40, 50.
41, 42, some shit.
Last
like
team he
that.
was on the Hawks, I believe. I'm not sure. I think the last
I
team he
don't
played
even
on.
know. That's how I remember. Where was it? Where was he?
I remember Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas. That's the last team I remember. Dallas.
Yeah, he's on Dallas, and then he went to the.
I think he did go to the Hawks. Though.
Yeah, but he was just a spot-up shooter after a while.
He wasn't dunking no more.
He wasn't dunking no more. He was just shooting.
He catch a dunk here and there, but not like that.
Oh yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, he's older, man.
Fast break bullshit dunk. Not no Vince Carter dunk.
Yeah, nah. So nigga stop paying that nigga attention.
Yeah, it was like Hawks down 20.
I think it's the best dunker ever.
What about Dominique Duncan?
Oh yeah, man.
He the best in-game dunker. Period. Well,
hold on a second. Somebody left a comment. Let me see.
Oh fuck! Shot that shit mad late.
New old kick. Oh, moderator, go hit some fucking moderator laps. I don't want no fake ass followers. You fucking dumb fuck. That's somebody on kick says some dumb shit. You can grow your followers. I mean, I want to get paid, but I want to
grow some laps.
I am ready to getting paid on Kick. Actually, I don't know how much I'm gonna get paid, but I'm not. I gotta get more. I gotta get people to sub to the channel, and I gotta get. Once I get multiple subs, then I can start getting. I think it's still.
I don't even think I feel like I made one of them, but I ain't never got on there.
Yeah, Kick is like you can get 75 followers to 100. You can get paid. Then you get people to sub to your channel. Then you can make like a little earning. I know I can get paid because a lot of these niggas on here is boring. That's why I seen fat slobs sleeping and niggas are subbing to them. I'm like, This shit gotta be easy. Just
what you doing watching niggas sleeping?
Or I swear to God, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's how I know niggas watch anything on this app. Once you get a set audience, you can just be a lazy slob. I see niggas do nothing, literally just walk around harassing homeless people, and they go viral. There's a lot of dumb shit.
You go harass some homeless people then.
No, I get harassed over here. Right in Dirty Street. Last time I went live on Facebook, I got harassed by some old ass lady. I'm about to give her some fucking laps. Talking some bullshit. I'm supposed to be doing live IRL soon too. I'm doing another global adventures. I'm gonna do it this summer, but I gotta get another camera.
So you will get you a camera and you go start walking around asking people questions.
That's what you need to do.
I'm just walking around.
What you need to do, man.
You gonna ask them.
I'm not doing that question shit. Everybody does that shit. That's just like I don't want to.
And do it. You might as well.
I want to take questions. I'll go around flaming everybody.
I'm just gonna be having interaction with regular people. I'm not gonna ask questions. I'm just walk around.
Walk up to them and say,
greet people, say what's up. I interact with people differently than everybody else. Everybody, I ain't gonna flame anybody because I'm gonna talk shit in a slick way, and I'm gonna flame them. I'm gonna flame mad people, walk around.
You can't change once you develop that image. It got to be the same image every time.
Exactly. I don't put on fake images, so I don't want to be like everybody else.
It wouldn't be a fake image though.
I'm saying you
a real you, but you have to always do it.
Exactly. So as long as I'm being myself, I don't got to worry about it. So there's some people that put on a lot of these motherfuckers that's popular put on images, and they gotta be like media trained because they got sponsorships. Once you got sponsorship behind you, you gotta do like pretty much what they said. You pretty much their slave, and you pretty much got bent over. These niggas can't talk about Israel, Trump, none of that. They will lose their sponsorship, their little money, their allowance, their multi-million-dollar contracts. These niggas ain't gonna talk like me. I talk about everything. I ain't give a fuck. I don't make money off this shit.
That nigga say multi-million. I ain't gonna talk about the shit either.
Yeah, all the streamers, they get Nike deals, Puma deals, but they're not gonna talk about the shit I talk about. They say
I'm about to talk about how much Jordan better than LeBron.
Oh no, they don't talk about that.
That's all I'm talking about. Because I'm gonna have me some Jordans on my feet. I'm sponsored by Nike. Give me some J's. I don't want no. Do not send me LeBrons.
I'll burn them shits.
Who's got a pair of LeBrons? You got a pair of KDs.
I swear to God, I'll burn them shits live too. Somebody send me a pair of LeBrons.
You got a pair of
You think I'm bullshit? Send me a pair. See if I'm burn them shits live.
You got a pair of bronze. You got some Penny Hardaways.
I'm gonna put them shits inside of a fucking clown wig and light them on fire.
That shit crazy. Man, I'm about to get the fuck up off of here. I need to go get me something to eat from home.
Okay, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that soon.
All right, man. Let me know. I'm gonna put some more videos. I gotta expose some YouTubers that sold they sold. I got a video for them too.
I'll put that on before I go.
I would have put that on in a minute, actually. Hold on a second. I'll go to this shit. I don't sound like that guy's voice. He sounds bad annoying. The truth, nigga. His voice irritates the fuck out of me.
Oh, that stupid fucking dude with the crown.
The crown?
Dude that be wearing the crown.
Does he wear the crown? I think it is him.
Man, funny.
Yeah, they got that annoying ass voice. He always exploding something.
Ooh, let me tell you, that nigga.
Some of them dudes that reaction is terrible.
Oh man,
Adam 22. Why is Adam 22? Who made Adam 22 famous, man?
His wife's pussy.
No, he be a lot of gang activity. Every 5 minutes he got to be in some gang shit. Like he got gangs in New York, he got gangs in LA now. Now he's got
fucking fake ass shit, man.
Now he get New York now. Nigga try to press him, one of them Brownsville niggas.
Man, that's all paid actors, man.
That nigga didn't like that nigga. He tried to dab him.
Nigga ain't like that, bro. He ain't doing that for real, bro.
I know he said he saw.
Without permission and fucking.
Yeah, he paid them niggas.
Of course he did, man. Come on. No, you not bold enough to go walk around the hood like that. No, you not, bro. No, you not. Nigga had like 50 security guards behind him, probably.
Yeah, Yeah, I gotta show Money Mike that he said black people don't support Trump. I posted 20 videos on my stories of multiple guys even thanking Trump for doing a good job. So what the hell is he talking about?
I got a video of black dude threatening to kill anybody who fuck with Trump.
Or I got one with a YN saying that. Pull out a gun and say, "Yo, you better fuck with Trump. We coming after your ass."
Yep.
Migrant mob attacks courthouse, ICE deports entire. Oh shit. What? Whoa! What is this? Oh, I gotta put Cash Jordan on. This is gonna be wild. Cash Jordan be going to. He be outside like going. You know what's going on with the migrants and all that.
All right, I gotta walk my dog, man. Eat.
All right, man.
I'm gonna still be listening though.
All right, man. If you get a chance, I'm gonna put that. I want to put this migrant shit on. So they invaded the courthouse. I want to see what's going on.
You put it on. Oh, okay. I'll be back. I'll be in the comment.
His name is Cash Jordan. Let me see what's going on over here.
Migrant rioters just attacked a courthouse. Look at this.
Protesters block the courthouse doors as ICE agents attempt to remove a man they've detained inside. A man, we're told, who had just appeared for a routine immigration hearing. They forced their way through the protesters and pushed the man they're detaining into a van. But the crowd moves with them, including several protesters who threw themselves on the hood of the moving van.
Animals.
As some agents climbed into vehicles, others walked from one courthouse to another with protesters following step for step.
Wow.
As agents reach the second building, another confrontation.
It's a brawl.
An agent throwing a man to the ground.
Yeah, rock them niggas snot back. Stop fucking with ICE, nigga.
Look at this guy.
Go get some ice slaps.
First after that federal officer stepped out carrying what appears to be an assault rifle.
Oh, nah. If he starts smoking niggas, they gonna be crying.
A man who has been operating an information table for migrants outside the courthouse describes the chaos.
You could just see the ICE guys going wild with the batons and like pushing through the crowd, grabbing people's bikes and using them to hit people and stuff.
Even before the larger confrontations began, a San Francisco man who was on his way to work says he was hit by an unmarked ICE SUV in a crosswalk.
Can I have his badge number and name?
Oh, these people are so ridiculous. Obviously, the protesters are out of control.
The ICE information table organizer
protesters
says
that's not
that
legal immigrants. You
inconvenience
should
is
just take
nothing
your dumb ass
compared to
home.
what he
What are you
believes these
going on for?
detainees are facing as they try to legally apply for citizenship or asylum.
They're doing.
They should have applied for citizenship years ago when Biden was letting y'all come into
the procedures. They're getting
y'all taxes were paid for these fucking immigrants.
No,
Do y'all even know
they're
that?
getting deported because they're not supposed to be in America at all.
Thank
Here's
you,
another
of
angle
course.
of the front door. Look, it's just absolute mayhem. Look at this. Unbelievable.
Protesters were blocking the front door of the courthouse with their bodies and bicycles.
No one could get in or out.
Shortly after 11 this morning, when agents armed with rifles and pepper spray tried to enter the court to escort other agents already inside. At one
That
point,
is
a
so
black
wild.
SUV drove through the crowd, knocking a person to the ground. Quite something, because we haven't seen a lot of this in San Francisco. We've seen so much of it in Los Angeles, so you wonder if some of these actions will be spreading to other blue cities like San Francisco to try to make a point.
I think they probably will, and that point is that these places do not want law and order at all, and these protesters are totally out of control. Look at this view right here.
This is the Bay Area.
Clashes outside the courthouse
Blocking the car with their
noontime
bodies.
As SFPD watched as onlookers. Reportedly, one of those ICE agents
crazy.
says, "We'll get you next time. We'll be back." So that's how that one came to an end.
That's in the
as
Bay
we're looking
Area,
at the
nigga.
continued video here and just the chaos that happened outside this courthouse in San Francisco.
If this isn't an insurrection, I don't know what is, but their idea that this is going to spread elsewhere, well, as you're about to see, it's already happening.
The family from Honduras says they came to court to continue their asylum claim after legally being allowed to enter the country. Their pastor says a judge gave them until October to come back with an attorney and continue the case. But waiting ICE agents grabbed
at all the
Sawyer's
agents.
dad anyway.
That's a lot to bear, particularly if you have a little girl around that age.
Local elected officials say what they saw
elected
Tuesday
officials.
in federal immigration court marks an escalation in the Trump administration's mass deportation
Oh, yeah?
effort. They say immigration officials are not only arresting those leaving court who've had their cases dismissed, meaning they have no right to stay in the country, but have begun grabbing anyone at court, even those with pending cases.
Okay, so as you're about to hear, local officials are encouraging elevated levels of resistance to go hand in hand with what they're calling an escalation. But the problem is the whole reason people are being picked up at these courtrooms with a pending case is because their temporary protected status has been canceled and they've been ordered to leave the country. So they might have a pending case, but they're here illegally because the program that brought them into America was illegal to begin with.
Have essentially ceased to be courthouses. These buildings are essentially abduction traps.
That's not true.
Congressman Dan Goldman represents Lower Manhattan and met with Soya's family outside of court. He says this is now happening to dozens of families each day in New York City.
Because
Goldman says
they've been
immigration
ordered to
officials
leave.
have been emboldened by the passage of President Trump's, quote, big beautiful bill, which devotes tens of billions of additional dollars to hiring and giving bonuses to immigration agents and setting up more detention facilities.
That's not true at all. The people in these pictures getting deported, they've been ordered to leave America, and they haven't done so. And they want to come to court, they want to fight it out. Well, you know, this is what happens if a judge doesn't say, hey, you're allowed to stay.
Overall, encouraging more aggressive immigration enforcement.
A horrific bill that will take health care, food assistance, school loans away from everyday Americans.
You mean illegal immigrants?
In order to pay for not only tax cuts for the billionaires, but to increase the budget for ICE.
You couldn't make these politicians up if you tried.
Oh, illegal? Shit don't let me.
These guys are ridiculous.
And during a cabinet meeting today, President Trump continues to cast the mass deportation effort as targeting criminals and the worst of the worst, despite what we have seen even today with all.
Okay, if you're in the United States without permission, even if an illegal program brought you into the United States, you commit a crime by remaining here after you've been told to leave. But now the problem is ICE agents who are being made the enemy are getting ambushed even outside of the courtrooms.
The eyes always tell the story. These are the suspects arrested and charged with attempted federal law enforcement officer after they spent their 4th of July allegedly ambushing officers at the Prairieland ICE Detention Center in Alvarado, Texas.
This is horrible.
This was part of an organized attack. It was a planned ambush with the intent to ICE corrections officers. Make no mistake, this was not a so-called peaceful. It was indeed an ambush.
Tonight, we're getting stunning new details about how they did it. They were clad in black tactical gear. The complaint says the group lured DHS corrections officers outside by shooting fireworks at the detention center building. So agents called 911, and then they went outside to investigate and talk to the suspects. A few minutes later, an Alvarado police officer arrived on the scene. The moment he stepped out of the car, a gunman who was hidden in the woods opened fire.
There is nothing peaceful about this, and the politicians are making it so much worse by telling people that courthouses are no longer places of justice. They're now kidnapping zones. That's ridiculous. The people entering the courthouse are already in violation of the law. That's why they're getting arrested. People enter immigration court every single day, and if they've got a real reason to be here, they don't get deported on their way in or their way out.
Those officers are all blessed to be alive tonight. A jammed AR-style rifle was found at the scene.
That's
now, imagine
crazy.
how many could have. So what motivated these suspects? Like Cameron Arnold of Dallas, Texas, a.k.a. Autumn Hill, or Savannah Batten.
These
of
are
Fort
the
Worth,
people.
Texas. Wow. She was previously arrested for obstructing a highway during another deportation protest back in 2018.
Oh, they've got prior experience.
Then there's Nathan Bauman. Look at his eyes. College Station, Texas. Per the complaint, he was carrying spray paint and flyers saying, "Fight ICE terror with class war," and
These people are totally drinking the Kool-Aid, and when an elected official gets on TV and says that an iron curtain of fascism is descending upon America, and it's all ICE and Donald Trump's fault, and we have to resist or history's going to repeat itself, that's what we're now seeing in America. It's very disturbing. Politicians should be held accountable.
Free all political prisoners. Then there's Zachary Evitz of Waxahachie, Texas. Per the complaint, Evitt's car was spotted fleeing the scene with other suspects in it. He was later found walking along the road about 3 miles from the ICE facility. Police searched him, and they found a black balaclava, a mask, a pair of tactical-style gloves, and a pair of safety goggles. An officer asked Evitz where he was coming from, and he said, "I do not know."
Great answer.
Great answer, smart guy.
Then there's Joy.
Get deported, bitch!
Of Dallas, Texas.
Pussy.
The complaint says that she had 2 cell phones in the backpack inside a Faraday
Who's giving
bag,
them all this
which is
money
used
to buy all this
prevent
stuff?
Law
The government's
enforcement
giving
from
them money.
tracking
All tax dollars
location
pay for this
information.
shit. I don't know about
Then there's
they
Bradford
immigrants.
Morris of Dallas,
All tax dollars are paying for
Megan
immigrants.
Morris.
Everything else.
Per the complaint,
helping
Morris's
Americans.
house
Fucking
was
crazy.
used as a staging location
This made me
before
not
the
want to work.
ambush.
I see why
Do
niggas
we
don't
even need to know the
This is why tax
political
dollars is doing
party
you as well.
these people are casting votes for when it's election time? Or can we guess what it is?
Police recovered 9 additional firearms, 3 body armor vests, cans of spray paint, and fireworks. Then Elizabeth Soto and Inez Soto, both of Fort
a
Worth,
family
Texas.
affair.
There's Marcella Rueda, also from Fort Worth, and Seth Sykes of Cannondale, Texas.
People are crazy.
They were found after fleeing the scene with a few other suspects that I mentioned earlier. Now, the complaint says they were all dressed in this black military-style clothing, like make-believe soldiers. Some had body armor, some covered in mud, some armed, some had a banner found by one of the officers that read, "Resist fascism." And this is the favorite, "Fight the oligarchy."
Where are they hearing these slogans? They're getting it from elected officials that think they can just go out there and rile up the populace. Can you imagine if Donald Trump said something and then someone were harmed in some way even weeks later? Do you know what the story would be then? But no, these progressives, they're out there on the news riling people up all across the country. That's how we've got these riots in LA. The protesters are being emboldened by their leaders. And these are no longer protests. These are riots. This is like an uprising in our country. And the most disturbing thing about all of this is there is zero accountability on behalf of the media, who's misleading people with stories about quote unquote US citizens being detained during ICE raids, sometimes failing to completely mention that these people are out there going after ICE agents, or the politicians that are acting like some horrible injustice is happening in America when law enforcement is out there doing its job, arresting criminals, arresting the worst of the worst. Recently, they just caught a house that was used to smuggle international state-sponsored assets into our country. This house was taken down about a week ago. These are the people that these rioters and protesters are defending when they shut down an immigration court, or when they try to stop the wheels of justice. They're making our entire country less safe. At the same time, these sob stories about people getting deported when they go to immigration court after they've been told that remaining in America is a violation of immigration law, it's hard to imagine that these people expected anything other than deportation to happen once they decided not to leave our country after they were ordered to do so. And now rioters are attacking these places. What do you think about all this? What do you think about crazy rioters storming an immigration court? Isn't that ridiculous? I think it is, and I think something should be done about it. Let me know. Thank you for watching. The glass, and they're going in. Oh man, look at all the people filming. This is crazy. They're telling him to leave the country. This guy's writing to blank a gringo. That's not good. Here they are trying to break into a restaurant that's already got spray paint on it. Look at this. This guy's got a knife. That's terrifying, man. Ripping down the outdoor dining.
That's wild.
There's so many people filming it, and there's zero police anywhere. What do you do? No police. What do you do? Now they're attacking some apartments, it looks like. Throwing rocks at them. It's just total anarchy. Ooh. Look at that. They're breaking windows. This happened on Independence Day, too. So it was, I guess, pre-planned that they were going to do this to protest Americans who are in Mexico City. Look at this, man. Ooh.
My advice, I wouldn't go to Mexico if you're American.
Yeah. Again, no sirens. Look, these people are hiding on the floor. This is like an attack.
Y'all don't want nobody to come to Mexico, but y'all don't want to.
Never mind that any of these restaurants are employing people that live in Mexico.
I want to act like this. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Acting like an animal, you're gonna get treated.
Here's more footage of them ripping apart that clothing store. Look, they just totally loot the place in seconds. Absolutely unreal.
You was raised to be animals. What are you doing?
There's massive crowds. Oh, look, the protest is peaceful now. Oh, thank God. Peaceful protest. I was worried for a second there. I thought this was one of those American protests that turns out not to be peaceful. Look at the sign. Gringo, go back. They do not want American migrants in their country for some reason.
They don't want Americans.
These protesters in Mexico City say cross-border migration is changing their country's capital for the worse.
Huh?
Well, that's what they're doing.
An influx of mostly American so-called digital nomads have moved here to work remotely and also enjoy a cheaper cost of living.
Oh.
Protesters say the newcomers have driven up rents beyond the reach of locals.
If they're going to live in a country, they have to contribute to that country. The first and simplest issue is legal migration. They come here with visas or no visas, and still the change in purchasing power generates these problems of gentrification and displacement.
So apparently if you're an American, you can stay in Mexico for up to 180 days with no visa, which is like Mexico having a wide open border.
I'm here because gentrification is just one more step towards colonization, dispossession, and the exploitation of our resources. Right now it's about the people, but it won't be long before they run out of oil, water, or lithium in other countries and come and take them from us.
I don't know about that.
Many Americans in Mexico are able to still receive high salaries in dollars from U.S. companies by working on laptops from their apartments.
Wow.
The government is directing its public policies towards people with higher purchasing power, often illegally displacing local populations who have lived in these neighborhoods for 40, 50, and we have even documented.
You know, I would tell these people to go and protest the Mexican government, but then they'd be protesting a cartel-aligned governance body, and that's not going to work out. So who do they go after?
Cases of up to 60 years. In 5 years, rents have increased by 47%. This is violent for the local population. We are debating whether to pay for electricity, water, or food. Of course.
Well, if you don't pay for food, that's not going to work out.
Some activists blame Mexico's government for encouraging them. However, there's no simple fix.
The border wall.
Tougher visa restrictions on Americans could worsen relations with the U.S. Mexican citizens in the U.S. also send billions of dollars in remittances back to their families in Mexico.
Oh, so the government is afraid to crack down on how Americans might benefit from Mexico since so many people in Mexico are benefiting from America. Uh-oh, what's going on here?
We gotta start cutting up funding off of these niggas now. They wanna use America to fund their shit.
Oh, they're going after this guy.
Get the fuck out. Go back to your country, man.
Look at this.
I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about people that...
It's a riot.
Illegal criminals.
Ooh.
I'm not talking about every person. I'm not talking about the hard...
This is not your home, they're saying.
That cause no trouble. I'm talking about the ones that's causing problems.
This is not very tolerant.
Get confused, man.
That's not tolerance. This isn't a peaceful protest. How come we're not hearing about anything like this happening How come the American news isn't telling us about this?
Well, we're going to get to the bullshit,
too. With a mask and his shirt off. Oh, his shirt is the mask. Okay. This is wild. Mind you, these businesses employ people who live in these neighborhoods. I've actually got a friend who lives in Mexico City, and he said that these folks that you see protesting are actually a minority. That's what he tells me. Now, it must be the case or you wouldn't have these businesses. Look, everyone's smiling. That's crazy.
Explosive. Get out.
Oh, they're throwing firecrackers or something in there? Whoa!
Oh, he threw a firecracker on M80s.
No thanks, man.
Childish ass niggas. These type of people are fucking.
Look at this.
These hardworking idiots don't jump.
They don't deserve to be.
Look at this guy. He's like, what do I do? My restaurant is being destroyed.
Bring out the chopper and start spraying.
Get out whoever doesn't jump.
Cops ain't doing that.
Whoever doesn't jump.
You know, the ironic thing about this is it's almost like having an open border has consequences that people don't find out about until after it changes things in a way that may be irreversible. Look, this guy's got the wrestling mask. Oh my goodness. What's crazy about this is that
Cientos de manifestantes se reunieron el viernes, 4 de julio, en la ciudad.
Look who somehow is the reason they're out there rioting and who they don't like. Boy, if they're rioting because of Trump, you know who's really behind this.
Para protestar contra la gentrificación. Los manifestantes destacaron las dificultades que enfrentan los locales debido al aumento de las rentas y la transformación de los vecindarios.
There's that clothing store again. This place, I don't know if it'll ever open again. Look, after they raided it and looted it, then they threw objects in there. Oh, look at this dining shed. That is insane. What? That looks like a flamethrower. Yeah, what's absolutely fascinating to me is that this doesn't look like a story that major American news networks want to cover for some reason. I wonder why that is. Probably because these very same people are already in America.
That's right. They've been given the third warning to disperse.
This is July 4th right here. Look at this.
Following this rally, this march that has been peaceful all day long. There have been two instances where CBP vans have exited this detention facility, and that's when some protesters approached one of those vans and started hitting it.
Oh, that sounds peaceful.
Before that, water bottles were being thrown, and this is why, you know, the law enforcement presence, Marines, and the National Guard has increased over time. At this time, tensions are heightened here in downtown Los Angeles.
Look at this. It's called the Free America March. This is in Los Angeles at the Federal Building.
People have been trying to make their voices heard in a very peaceful
Make their voices heard.
At this point, it seems like...
Right, so in America, when anarchy takes place, oh, people are just trying to make their voices heard. Oh, it's not a big deal. And when even crazier stuff happens in Mexico, oh, let's not cover that. Let's not draw attention to the fact that other countries might be intolerable of immigration policies that may not benefit everybody who lives there. But you want to know the real reason why the Mexican government won't close the border? Here it is.
Teresa Mendoza cleans houses in Oceanside. Once she's paid, she wires money to 2 family members in Puebla, Mexico.
Yo sé la necesidad que hay en México y yo sé que...
I know the need in Mexico, and God has blessed me with my job, so I am able to contribute to my family what I can. Money transfer houses like this one in Oceanside are a common stop for workers like Mendoza after paydays. The transfers are known as remittances, and $41 billion worth of them were wired in 2020.
Okay, so this report claims $41 billion of remittances in 2020. That was 5 years ago. But today, that number is a lot higher. Look at this, $65 billion last year. And it says right here, the Mexican economy enjoys a yearly boost just by encouraging people to come into America illegally. And it also says that their entire social welfare budget, this is what they might use to take care of people who are needy, is $30 billion, which it says right here is offset by whatever they generate from tourism. And this article also discusses the inconvenient truth that the number of impoverished people living in Mexico who the Mexican government may have to take care of is drastically lower, since that country is able to convince these people to cross into America, where they can get things like free healthcare and work illegally in sanctuary cities. Essentially, illegal immigration has been a lifeline for the country of Mexico and acts as part of its social welfare program. Which means that everybody in Mexico right now is rioting over something that they don't fully understand. They want a one-way border that allows people to enter America, get jobs, and send money back here, but they're very upset when Americans might go to Mexico for some opportunity in a legal capacity. Again, you can stay in Mexico in some instances for up to 180 days with no visa from the Mexican government if you're American. This is not an illegal form of migration. No, it's totally legal, but they want a one-way border, I guess. I guess that's what they want over here. Look at this. You can get a 3-bedroom home in Mexico for $100,000. And you want to know why some people are willing to go there and buy these homes. You just can't do that in America. And if somebody can work a remote job with a computer and send money back here, or use that money to exist in Mexico, and it's legal, some folks are going to do that. What do you think about all of this? Should the Mexico border be a one-way border or a zero-way border? Should it be closed from both ends? What do you think about this idea that people should be able to come into America and benefit from America without reciprocating that to American citizens? Let me know. I'll see you in the next video.
All right, man. I'm gonna go to the next video. It's gonna be ICE in New York, I believe. This is in New York. They're gonna give them some fucking ICE slaps. I think y'all niggas is wilding. Y'all acting like animals. This is not gonna get you no freedom. You're just gonna go to jail, and it's gonna fuck your life up. ICE is gonna have no choice to smoke one of you niggas, because you niggas is violating, vandalizing property. That's criminal shit. You niggas is gonna get some criminal laps, deport ICE laps. And this is in Mexico? Oh. I don't know why y'all bugging out in there. All right, give me a moment. I hear people say, what? You heard what the fuck I said, bitch. Don't act like you deaf and dumb. What the fuck I said? I hear people say, what? You didn't hear what I said. Like, I speak Chinese or some shit. I speak perfect fucking English. You know what the fuck I said, bro? Oh, shit. Who's this? Yeah. Yeah. Who's this, man? Come on with the kick niggas. All right, another kick nigga. Okay. Yeah, I can tell I'm live on Kick, man. Keep tuning in, stupid. Let's go to New York, man. See what's going on in New York, man. New York.
Hold back. Get back. Hold back. Get back.
What is going on here? Told you a boot up, bro. You gonna take that, man? All right, you gotta start getting gangster on these. Stop busting them niggas out of their head. Yeah, they gotta respect violence, man. I'm gonna bust one of them niggas upside the head already. Come on with all this extra shit. Niggas is tweaking, my nigga. If they're illegal immigrants, they should get tased and chained to tied the fuck up. You don't got time for this bullshit. Ice, smoke these niggas, man. I'm gonna start popping tops. Go. So I'm confused. Which one's ice?
What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say, motherfucker?
Well, Ice ain't got no straps on. These niggas is really aggressive. I would have had to bust his head open. I'm not even Ice. I want to do something violent to these goofy niggas. These illegal immigrants talking crazy like that? Oh, fucking trespassing, pussy. You gotta get some fucking laughs, nigga. Fuck me here, nigga. Bitch screaming.
How the fuck do you live?
I don't know if there's ice on illegal.
Fuck you!
gonna help you with fucking.
These people just abducted somebody! These people just abducted somebody! You're gonna find out you need! Pepper spray has been used! Don't touch it. Close your mouth. Spit it out. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
We got Mace. That's good. I mean, that niggas is out here being extra. You want to get some limelight. Now you got Mace, man. I don't feel bad for these niggas. You want to protest? I mean, you get what you get, man. You out here protesting and you try to get violent. The niggas got to get violent with you. This shit's crazy.
Go away! Don't come back here! All of your friends will remember you as this! I'm someone who ripped people apart! And ripped families apart! That's all you are!
Hey, what's up, Whitney? Oh, this is ICE and protesters, I believe. How you doing today? Thank you for hit that like button if you don't mind. Thank you for coming through. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of reaction videos today. Supposed to be in New York or something. New York, my hometown, my hood. Where I rest my head. You feel me? She gonna be a protester. The niggas are freaking put her out. It's game in the streets. I don't understand this shit. Alright, what the hell's my fucking head at, man? Thank you, Whitney Morris. How you doing? We gonna kick it, dude. Let's do some ice bullshit, you know. Some fucking shit. I don't know where my screen is. There I go. I'm back! Oh, it's protesting. They don't want ICE to get they don't want I guess that the protesters the ICE don't deport illegal immigrants. I guess that's what I'm getting the impression. They're turning protesters into some violence. And ICE is just defending themselves, I guess. I don't know. The best thing I can decipher from this video. And I'm gonna be doing some exposure of Hollywood, yeah, of course. I'm exposing a couple of those conspiracy theories.
You're not proud of you for what you do. No one in your life is proud of you for what you do. No, you're not proud of you for what you do.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with these goofies, man. Hey, yo, y'all gotta get out my hood like this. We ain't doing this. I gotta respect New York. I'll come over there and I'm gonna smack the shit out of you fake ass protesters. I am gonna break my foot in your fucking ass, nigga. You were fucking with the wrong city, bitch. Let ICE do their fucking job. Now, they doing some illegal bullshit, then y'all got the right to check them. But they get rid of illegal citizens. This comes out of our tax dollars. You fake ass fucking, you're not illegal. You want to get deported? Hey, that's on y'all. You got families, okay? Should have thought about that when they was illegally coming in the country. It's coming out of my tax dollars. I don't care about fuck.
You get a paycheck to be a football.
If you're illegal, you gotta go. I don't give a fuck if you're illegal.
I don't think he stands for anything. He doesn't.
I am a legal citizen. I got an ID. Like, I pay taxes. This taxes is coming out of If you pay taxes, you're paying for these motherfuckers to legally live in the country and get treated better than you. They're getting funded. Hotel stays, multi-million dollars, couple thousand. Food stands out the wazoo. You get treated better than most people. Why think Trump cut off half this fucking shit? Trump cut off all these funds, taxes, all that. That means he wants you gone. That's why he cut some of this shit off. It ain't for y'all always trying to put this for y'all Pacific. No, it's for these still immigrants in here. So you gotta cut these niggas out.
Are you ready?
Oh shit! Come on. This shit's bullshit. I ain't really think going on here, man. Yeah, the screaming is crazy. That's what I'm like. It's a girl screaming, I'm guessing. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm like, you know, trying to figure out what's going on here. I don't know. They went for protesting or rioting, huh?
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
I still gotta talk to y'all niggas, so it doesn't matter. I still gotta have a conversation with you niggas. If you're a legal citizen, they coming to get you. If you're not a legal citizen, they come to get you. Then you got the right to fight your rights. Fight your rights. Hey, if you're illegal, or you're documented in this country, then you should be good. You had multiple years to get documentary papers. I guarantee this lady that's screaming is a legal citizen. But this, y'all niggas is defending this crazy shit. No, they're not even paying you no mind. They could just bust you upside the head with them. Yeah, but they ain't gonna do that. You're just being mad and obnoxious and yelling, lady. Shut the fuck up. What the hell's going on? I just need to get better armed. Why they got these little ass sticks? You got riots going on. Y'all got sticks. That's what has to be dropped.
Let them go!
Where's the rioting police at?
Media, man. Fuck you.
What courthouse is this at?
Get back! Get back! Get back!
Get back, nigga! Yeah, pull out that drumstick. Like, straight these niggas out. I'm tired of playing, man. Fuck all this, man. Look at eye to ice, nigga. I'm beating the fuck out of these niggas. Yeah, let me argue with you, niggas. Bust you inside your goddamn head. Fuck, you heard what I said, bitch. Go back to your country, nigga. Fuck that. Yeah, I know. I'm reading a little string. Hey.
Get him.
Where you from? Let's see. I'll actually. Hey, do you got Discord? Winnie, if you're still here. I can tell a drink. I am thirsty. Yeah. This is going on. This is going on everywhere. It's not just New York. It's Florida, LA. I don't know where else. I think it's another state, but they've been shutting shit down in LA. LA's getting under control. I think LA, they started wilding again today. I think it's in Mexico as well. The world is turning to shit. Protect your loved ones at all costs. Now, if ICE is attacking innocent people, then I understand. These niggas are legal citizens? I don't think so. Shut up! Y'all go by Fox News. I don't watch Fox News like that.
We are going after murderers and rapists and traffickers and drug dealers and getting them off the streets and getting them out of this country because
let them know. Let the worst come in here. They ain't get the memo. They fucking slow.
Marshals that have been partnering with ICE, they said that they had detained a cannibal and put him on a plane to take him home. And while they had him in his seat, he started to eat himself. And they had to get him off and get him medical attention. These are the kind of deranged individuals that are on our streets in America that we're trying to target and get out of our country because they are so deranged they don't belong here.
They don't belong here. Thank you.
Just immigration crackdown, the U.S. military is deploying 200 Marines to Florida to support immigration and customs enforcement operations. The Marines will provide logistical and administrative aid, according to the U.S. Northern Command statement on July 3rd. This marks the latest move in the Trump administration's expanded use of troops for immigration enforcement duties.
I say kick my door down because I'm not a legal citizen.
Marine Corps Air Station New River in North Carolina.
Their
deployment is part of a larger group of 700 troops heading to Florida, Louisiana, and Texas. The Pentagon approved the mobilization after a request from the Department of Homeland Security in early May. Immigration and Customs Enforcement will determine the Marines' specific duties and deployment locations. Florida already hosts 100 National Guard troops at a detention facility dubbed Alligator Alcatraz by Trump. Those Guard members are securing the site's perimeter and handling administrative tasks, as per the officials. The military presence comes as ICE steps up deportations and faces backlash from immigrant rights groups. Earlier this year, U.S. President Donald Trump deployed some 4,000 National Guard personnel and 700 Marines to California under a law known as Title X, which allows troops to be used to protect federal property and personnel. The administration has sent 8,500 service members to the U.S.-Mexico border and 5,000 to Los Angeles, including 700 Marines to protect buildings and ICE agents who have received pushback due to sweeping immigration raids. On July 2nd, the Pentagon confirmed nearly 70 more Guard troops will secure the Florida detention camp.
Secretary Noem, I'd like to say, have you say a few words. You have been unbelievable, the job you've done. You and our favorite person, Tom Homan, have done, and your whole staff, because it's a lot of people, and Tom acknowledges it all the time.
You got me
respects you so much. He respects the staff that you both built.
I got you though, niggas.
And you're really doing one of the great jobs, and it was great that you could work with Ron.
Excuse me, like I can't see nothing. I gotta move this shit.
Please say a few words. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I thought somebody commented, but nobody commented.
Thank you, Mr. President. First of all, I want to thank you for putting the safety and the security of the American people first. And the way
they're like Muslim, but they were speaking in Spanish.
Sure that America stays
they was probably like Venezuela or Mexican.
The families that live here get the chance to grow
up. I'm not talking about Mexicans.
All
the Mexicans that work hard, they
deserve to stay. And they give them an opportunity to pursue the American dream. This facility here is a fantastic representation of what can happen when all of government works together, and when it's accountable to the taxpayers and to the citizens that live here. The president signed an executive order that allowed us to build partnerships with states and with local law enforcement officers, which is exactly how things should function in this country. More power, more authority given to people locally.
Yeah, I'm not going to go on Facebook with this type of shit because
destiny. And so we have already been working under the 287G program
I already know
to
they're going to give me
law
some
enforcement officers, whether they be state highway patrol, local sheriff's departments in all of our states, and allow them to go out with our ICE officers, our border patrol officers, and make sure that we're getting the worst of the worst off of the streets. We also recognize that as we've been doing that and returning people back to their home countries, that we need detention facilities. We need beds to put them in place so that they can have their due process before they return home. And this facility is exactly what I want every single governor in this country to consider doing with us. What happened to start this conversation was that a young man named Jimmy Percival in my office, my general counsel, who came from Florida and used to work here, called up the Attorney General and the governor and said, hey, what do you think about partnering with us on a detention facility that we could put in place that would allow us to bring individuals there? There's an airstrip close by. You guys volunteered the assets that you have and the connections that you have and worked with Kevin extensively so that we could come here, have their due process given, and return them home to their countries. And in 8 days, this facility has been stood up. And I want everybody to recognize that detention facilities that ICE adheres to is a higher standard than is required at state levels at local Department of Corrections facilities, sheriff's offices. This is a state-of-the-art facility, air-conditioned, isolated, though, for security purposes, which is very helpful. And I appreciate so many people being willing to work together to make a project like this happen. Right here on this location, we'll have about 3,000 beds. Other location will have another 2,000 beds that will allow us to bring individuals across the country that we are bringing in and incarcerating for violating our laws, and immediately get them out of the country as soon as we possibly can. It's exactly what we need to be perpetuating in other states. And what I would say is, I want all of you to notice these flyers that we've got, is that everybody who sees these flyers or anybody who sees these news clips should know you can still go home on your own. You can self-deport. If you go on the CBP Home app and go home now, you will get the chance to come back to the United States legally. You will get the chance to come back and do it the right way. If you don't, you may end up here. And you may end up here and being processed, deported out of this country, and never get the chance to come back. That is the consequences of breaking the law in the United States of America. Listen, our job is to uphold the law. This is a country of laws. We have a border now, and because we have a president that cares and recognizes that we need to be a nation of borders and a nation that upholds the law. If you break the law, there's consequences. We will deport you, and you will never get to be a United States citizen. You'll never even get to come back here and work and to pursue the American dream. But if you decide you want to go home now, go home, and we'll help facilitate it. We'll buy your plane ticket. We'll get you there. In fact, I just got back from Panama, Costa Rica, Guatemala, Honduras. Those countries are excited to get their citizens home. They're setting up programs to loan them money to buy houses when they get there, help them with food assistance, get their children educated, scholarships. They want their citizens that are living here in the United States illegally to come home and to be a part of their economy and help their countries grow. So this is a win-win for everyone. And I just want to end, Mr. President, by thanking our law enforcement officers, by thanking our ICE officers and our Border Patrol officers for what they do every day. They are out on the streets, and violence against them has increased over 500% since Trump has gone back into the White House, because he's upholding the law and because a bunch of liberals, socialists, and Marxists are out there lying about what President Trump is doing.
Liars!
President Trump is upholding freedom by what he is doing. The freedom to live safely in this country and to do things legally and to have justice. And because those liberals, and I'm calling out you, CNN, I'm calling you out because you lie every single day about what these operations are. We are going after murderers and rapists and traffickers and drug dealers and getting them off the streets and getting them out of this country because Joe Biden let the worst of the worst come in here. The other day I was talking to some marshals that have been partnering with ICE. They said that they had detained a cannibal and put him on a plane to take him home. And while they had him in his seat, he started to eat himself. And they had to get him off and get him medical attention. These are the kind of deranged individuals that are on our streets in America that we're trying to target and get out of our country because they are so deranged they don't belong here. And they shouldn't be walking the streets with our children. And they shouldn't be living in the communities with our families who just want to grow up, go to job, raise their children to grow up and get a job and to live the American dreams.
So you hear that? They're trying to get you. They're trying to save America. Trying to get you them illegal immigrants out of here. That's it. The fuck. You know, they gotta go. The fuck. You know what I mean? Fuck is this? Is nothing to explain? What you need to know? Ain't nothing to say. You know, they gotta go. They illegally gotta go, man. All right, let's get to something else. Let's go to the nigga nonsense. And this guy's a Trump supporter right here. This guy was looking for Officer Tatum, Trump supporter, and he black, ex-cop, Trump supporter, nigga, Trump supporter.
immigrants who chose to break the law and brought their kids here.
The tale of two black people.
Right.
All right, y'all, I got to tell y'all about this new docuseries called The Religion Business. This is the docuseries I've been waiting on, exposing the lies that people are pushing in the church when it comes to finances. It's okay if you decide that you're going to do what God has called you to do. If you have told your audience or your church members that this is what your tithe and offering is going to, I think it's totally fine. But if you are lying to people to get you a Rolls Royce and mansions and using financial gain from your people to become rich and famous, it's a problem. And I think people need to expose it. That's why you need to see this docuseries. You do not want to miss it. All you got to do is hit the link in the description section and get 10% off. You need to see the truth, and you'll see it through Religion Business. Ladies and gentlemen, this fool, Sade Perkins, is literally going viral again for all the wrong reasons. I never want to go viral for being stupid, okay? I would like to go viral for telling the truth, or being able to be the light in the middle of darkness, but not being a complete fool. Now, you guys have seen the video I made about her just the other day, where she was probably the highlight of one of the videos, where she was one of the black people that were making fun of these kids that died in Texas, that got washed away in the flood. She's talking about they deserved it. She's talking bad about white people and all this old crazy stuff that absolutely is insane.
There's people in it. Oh my God, there's so many people in it.
I know I'm probably going to get canceled for this, but Camp Mystic is a whites-only girls' Christian camp. They don't even have a token Asian. They don't have a token black person. It is a all-white, white-only, conservative Christian camp. If you ain't white, you ain't right, you ain't getting in, you ain't going, period. And I think that context needs to be said in this matter. It's not to say that we don't want the girls to be found, whatever girls that are missing or whatever right now, but you best believe, especially in today's political climate, if this were a group of Hispanic girls, especially with them being in East Texas, should be most likely Hispanic. If this were a group of Hispanic girls out there, this would not be getting this type of coverage that they're getting. No one would give a fuck. And all these white people, the parents of these little girls, would be saying things like they need to be deported, they shouldn't have been here in the first place, and yada, yada, yada. So before y'all come at me, before y'all start leaving hate comments on my page about, oh, these are just kids and they don't know no better, da, 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 da. The parents of these children who are choosing, and it is a choice in 2025, it is definitely a freaking choice to go into East Texas and to make a all-white enclave, exclusionary just for white people, with all the black people in East Texas, with all the Hispanic people in East Texas. Somehow, some way, you have carved out an all-white, whites-only enclave in East Texas for your white children. Yeah, I have a problem with that. I have a big problem with that. Once again, this is no shade to the girls. I hope they all get found. But once again, y'all have to understand the climate that we're living in. They want you to have sympathy for these people. They want you to get out of your bed and to come out of your home and to go find these people and to donate your money to go find these people. Meanwhile, they are deporting your family members. Meanwhile, they're setting up concentration camps and prisons for your family members. And I need y'all to keep that in mind before y'all get out there and put on your rain boots and go find these little girls.
Well, we got another young black lady who is the creme de la creme. She's a legend. Decided to go on, but looked like she at work. Looked like she working at the corner store. Decided to go on and just rip Sade apart. I want y'all to hear this. And after you hear the video, I'm going to go over some other stuff that you need to know about this Sade girl, which is incredibly hypocritical, which they always are. And just stay tuned. Roll the clip.
Listen, I'm about to get off an overnight shift and I got time today. Little Miss Girl, Sadie, whatever her name is, she went ahead and deleted her profile, but listen, that doesn't save you from me. Nope. The fact that you even try to compare literal missing children to children whose parents decided to try to break the law, enter our country, and now they're in a detention center awaiting processing so they can go the back to where they came from, you've lost your mind. And I think it's a real good idea for you to take a break from social media, because there's no way. How dare you try to say or try to compare such a tragic, truly tragic situation to some illegal immigrants who chose to break the law and brought their kids here, and now their kids are suffering the repercussions. None of the children that are missing, or any of the fatalities, or any of the people that were hurt in this recent natural disaster, none of them chose for this to happen. Your illegal immigrant friends that you're trying to sit here and protect, they chose for this to happen.
That's what I'm
Go get your
you.
green card, go get your paperwork, and do what the fuck you're supposed to. If anybody tries to stand up for this or stand up for this person, Sadie, Sade, whatever the fuck, you need to scroll along. Don't be on my page now. Don't be on my page.
Now, shout out to this young lady at the convenience store making this video, because you are a legend. Thank you for saying what all rational people believe. And I love to see black people with common sense making videos like this, because the ones that are, I want to say deaf, dumb, and blind, I don't know what to call them, but the ones that are making fun of these kids because they're white, it's insane to me. It's insufferable. I do not understand. But your girl Sade, I got some facts that y'all probably want to know about the little Sade. All right, let's go to her pastor boyfriend. So as you can see in the picture that we display on the screen, is that she was dating and in a relationship with a white man. It's like the ones who hate white people the most are the ones that's sleeping with white people, that's dating white people, that's married to white people, that live around nothing but white people, they're friends, well, not friends, the people that they do business with, and all white people. But somehow they hate white people to the bone. It's crazy to me. Look at this relationship. Now, he had to distance himself from her because she's a complete lunatic. Maybe, just maybe, her being mad at the white man, literally, is the reason why she's acting a fool. I don't know. This girl can't talk about nothing because she had a criminal record. And I think it was a confusion because some people thought her criminal record was from this year, but I think they pulled the record this year on June the 12th. But it looks like it says record date. It says theft, June 12th, 2025. And then right down here is another case that says offense date was November the 21st of 2014. And that was burglary, assault, battery. And then she got another one down here. It says the records date. I don't think this is the offense date, but the records date show June 12th, 2025. And she was false statement to obtain public offense, to obstruct public officer. And then she got some more charges over here. Go over here. It's assault causing bodily injury, family violence. This was 6/2 of 2017. So this dumb idiot with a crazy criminal record is running around trying to make herself known, trying to be out there and be cute, bashing these young kids that had nothing to do with nothing. These were kids at a summer camp. They didn't have nothing to do with voting for Donald Trump. So to blame Donald Trump or to say that these kids deserve it is crazy to me. And these people are always pro-black, anti-white, and be sleeping with the white man. Comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out.
Shorty was wilding. Yeah, she gonna lose. They gonna drag her through the mud for that one. You go over this innocent girls talk about it. Don't matter the race or whatever. They lost it. A lot of them lost their lives from a fucking flood and shit. Have some compassion. Stop being weird. She got hit some fucking laps. And the other shorty already got her, so I ain't gotta get her as much. But let's get to the next video. What the fuck? Oh, there you go. Oh shit.
tremendous ratings, but all he wanted to talk about was the military. He didn't want to talk about anything else. We used to talk about this. How about you closing it out?
Yes, sir. I mean, like I said, without your vision, willing to say and do things when other people wanted to look away and pretend like the threat didn't exist, or be focused on foreign adventurism, some other threat that we've been told is affecting us.
It's a live Trump
data,
press
from
conference.
Russia, Communist Chinese, and other, their capabilities, what they're trying to do to supersede us and threaten us. How do we find the best innovators, the best military leaders, the best companies, tech companies? You mentioned open architecture. That's exactly right. So multiple companies can pour into this, sir. It's a layered defense. So if you miss at one, you catch at the next.
I'll get back
and it
to this
integrates
shit.
existing technologies that can speak to each other. So it moves quickly while also investing in further ranging space-based interceptors. So our enemies, our adversaries, are going to pay a lot of attention to this, just like they have to President Trump.
All right, we're going to get into this. Dwight Howard said, which situation?
All right, y'all say what's up to YouTube again. I wanted to put this on YouTube because it's a narrative, right? It's a narrative where people would drill into y'all heads, and it's probably a lot of y'all who think this way as well because it's very common amongst men. They drill it into y'all heads that in order to get a woman or in order to truly secure a woman, you have to be rich. You see what I'm saying? You have to be rich to truly secure a woman. That is the thought process that is pushed on you day in and day out whenever you look on the media. So YouTube, man, we hope you've been progressing. You feel me? Everybody who watched this video, it don't matter if you watching this video to hate. It don't matter if you watching this video just to watch it. If you somebody new, we just hope you doing good. And like I said, I wanted to show y'all this. So this is something with Dwight Howard that came up on my timeline. And y'all know in the media, relationships are always going to be failing. It don't matter who it is, how long it's been lasting. In the media, if it's a relationship, eventually it's going to fail. Especially if they in that like little weird plant position. The relationship is going to fail. Especially if they black. Because they want to keep pushing this into your head subconsciously that the relationships are not going to work out. And even though it is true, most relationships do fail. They fail because of external reasons. They fail because of external influence over the internal. And so we going to get into all of that. So they got a divorce after just 6 months into their marriage. She requesting a 50-50 split of his assets and property and is also seeking alimony. So what's alimony? Let's see what alimony is. Alimony is a court-ordered payment made by one spouse to another after divorce or separation intended to provide financial support to the lower earning or non-earning spouse. So, appreciate that follow. This is definitely what it seems to be, another just money grab. Bro, that nigga got exposed for being gay. Yeah, he got exposed for being gay plenty of times, and I ain't gonna lie. It's showing in this picture. It's showing. I ain't gonna say too much. But man, it's showing like, I don't know, Michael? You feel me? Marcel? See what I'm saying? If you catch my drift. But I ain't gonna knock nobody taste. This is not about that. I just want to speak about why y'all keep seeing these niggas relationships fail, bro. Y'all keep seeing these niggas relationships fail because they wait too long. It's just that simple, bro. And I don't even want to, let me not say that they wait too long, but the wrong direction is taken when it comes to most of these people who are rich and quote unquote celebrities. So remember when I said in the beginning of this little section or recording or whatever you watching this on, I was speaking about how it's always drilled into your head that you need to wait until you're rich to get a woman. Think about the type of people that you are going to be attracting once you finally do have everything you want materially. That's why all of these motherfuckers be depressed. That's why y'all see a lot of these motherfuckers falling out with their friends, because it's hard to find genuine people when you have something that people think they want. You feel me? So if I pull up in a brand new Benz, if I hop out the car, go watch, maybe shit, let's up it a little bit. Diamond watch, diamond chain. You feel me? I got some grills. I'm rich as hell. I done achieved all of my goals. You feel me? And I built all of this shit by myself, which is undoubtedly a beautiful thing. The women that are going to throw themselves at you, I'm not going to say all of them are going to be bad, but it's going to be a very, very, very significant percentage of the women who are attracted to your material instead of your internal. They are more attracted to your external instead of your internal. And so that's why, bro, most of the people that y'all see telling y'all to wait until y'all rich, these be single, lonely men. It be single, lonely men who is constantly in some drama, constantly getting hurt, cheated on, left, divorced, whatever you want to call it. Almost all of the relationships that I have seen prosper in real life, because I don't look at the internet for example of relationships. The relationships that I have seen prosper in real life, the relationships that lasted lifetimes, they all came together and built a foundation together. And let me say that again, bro. The man and woman in relationships that really last build a foundation together.
DDG have money though.
They build up together.
That's what people
that
really
is what makes a relationship
like that.
strong.
If you don't follow his content, DDG been
not just picking somebody up and pulling them to the top with you.
He's 27 right now.
That's not. I'm not saying you can't have a strong connection that way, but it's not going to be as strong as when you building with a partner. It'll never be that. So y'all is who, those of y'all who neglecting this shit, y'all don't even realize that you're making it harder on yourself. Instead of really making yourself open to love, because that's what's going to attract it at the end of the day.
Then
I understand that you might have had some bad experiences with females. I understand that Instagram might have ruined your perception. But as soon as you destroy those barriers, as soon as you open yourself up to love, destroying those barriers, making you accepting to love. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas don't even know that they won't even accept love. Y'all don't understand how to open yourselves up and be vulnerable. Y'all don't understand how to be honest with yourselves. Once you break those barriers down, you're not even going to be attracted to no woman who is going to be materially fucking turned on by you. You feel me? You won't have to worry about none of this shit, especially if you do it early on. Your vision will be clear and you will know who you want to spend the rest of your life with. You won't have to worry about getting married with somebody because you know somebody. You don't have to worry about getting married and getting divorced in 6 months and now 50% of everything you ever owned is gone. If you just destroy the barriers and see clearly and build with somebody. Then if you lose this shit, it's technically y'all shit. But hey, man, I know a lot of these niggas is just gonna let this go in one ear out the other because they insecure and they don't have no real confidence in themselves. So they think the only way to really validate themselves is through material. But they got another thing coming, bro. I wish all of my friends would hear this video. You feel me? Don't go out searching for love, but definitely don't rule it out neither. Just work on yourself and it'll come to you. But, you know, don't listen to them and prosper in real life. You feel me? This a full circle moment for me. I was just talking to my homeboy about this last night. Yeah, me and my dogs, we was talking about this the other day and just speaking about how we need to open up to women. You feel me? And how we are supposed to accommodate to each other. That entire process is skipped when it comes to most of these celebrities. Most of these celebrities get attached to each other, honeymoon phase, and then boom, they done. Outside of all of the fake relationships. So, hey, man, choosing a bitch who fuck with you for you. Exactly. But I just wanted to show y'all that real quick and get my little 2 cents on it. Y'all know how it go. And I got one more thing. Pull up to the Twitch, bro. Link in the description, man. I ain't playing.
All right, let's get to this shit. What the fuck? All right. Wait a moment. I'm just looking at some shit. All right, this is something about how DDG.
YouTube star and rapper DDG has millions of followers, chart-topping hits, and a life most people can only dream of. But behind the success lies a devastating tragedy that changed everything. The brutal murder of his twin brother that rocked Pontiac, Michigan, and left a family shattered, searching for justice that may never come.
This whole situation seems fake, but whoever murdered my brother, someone need to speak up, because I feel like that person didn't care. It was premeditated. They thought about it. I think that person should get life in prison.
This is the untold story of how one phone call on October 20th, 2014 could have claimed 2 lives instead of 1, and how the survivor turned his pain into platinum records.
R.I.P. my brother. Yeah, I know when I got this one, got me and him on the back. So, you know, this Dub twin. But fun fact, me and him was way closer than me and Dub is now. Me and Dub used to really...
Pontiac, the city that shaped them. To understand this story, you have to understand Pontiac, Michigan. Once a thriving automotive city, by the 2010s, it had become a place where opportunity was scarce, but danger was everywhere.
It's dope, man. So you actually grew up in Pontiac, Michigan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Born and raised.
Pontiac isn't just any small city. It's a place where everyone knows everyone's business, where gossip travels faster than police sirens, and where sometimes knowing too much can get you killed.
It's a thing in like Pontiac where it's barely police, to be real. You know, it's a small city. If a case is like, it take longer than a month to solve, it's probably not gonna get solved. You know what I'm saying? So
this is where DDG and his family would grow up together, dreaming of a better life, not knowing that one of them would never see his dreams come true. DDG, whose real name is Daryl Granberry Jr., was born into a household where survival meant sacrifice. His mother worked not 1, but 2 jobs to keep 5 children fed and housed.
My mom worked 2 jobs. A lot of stuff went on in my life that I don't really talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's personal or whatever, but it was rough growing up for sure.
But even in the struggle, there was love and there was hope. DDG would later become valedictorian of his high school class, proving that brilliance could bloom even in the hardest soil.
And you graduated valedictorian?
Yeah, I was valedictorian in high school.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, man.
I was nowhere near valedictorian.
Man, I was, bruh, I really was into school. Like, I stay after school, do homework.
That's dope.
All this other shit, you know what I'm saying? I never took it as, oh, you smart in school, you lame. I never took it like that. I was the coolest motherfucker in school. You know what I'm saying?
But being smart wasn't enough to shield the family from the reality of their environment. In Pontiac, even good kids could find themselves in bad situations.
I think it's just a bunch of bull to get views, if you ask me, because I put any amount of money on it.
Meet Darian Breckenridge and his twin brother, who the world knows as Dub Bridge. Born on the same day, these two shared everything, from a bedroom to dreams of a better life. DDG explained in the family dynamic.
Before, like, my brother passed and all of that, me and, y'all know him as Dub, me and Dejan, we wasn't really that cool just because we just used to fight all the time. You know how big brother, little brother, so he was like my favorite brother.
While Dub and Darian were twins, DDG was their younger brother, the academic star who would become valedictorian, but who always looked up to his older brothers, especially Darian. DDG continues.
You know how as a younger sibling, you got like a favorite brother or a favorite sister that you talk to about all this shit. So I used to talk to him about girl problems and all that other stuff, but like...
Darian, known to his family as Dino, loved gaming. His PlayStation username was Pontiac Made DDB, a name that would later become world famous, though none of them knew it at the time. What millions of fans don't realize is that every time they see Pontiac Made DDG, they're seeing a tribute to a fallen brother. A name that would later become famous was born from love, not knowing it would one day serve as a memorial.
You're kind of honoring him.
Yeah, but I mean, not in a million years did I think I would lose my brother.
The signs they missed. As DDG focused on school and his future, he began noticing changes in his brother. Small things at first, different friends, late nights, conversations that stopped when he walked into the room.
It's a lot of signs that I saw, you know what I'm saying? That's like my brother, he in some stuff that he shouldn't be into. But I never caught on. I'm so young, you know what I'm saying? I'm going out, I'm kicking it with girls and all this, playing basketball, my homies going to school.
At 16, DDG was living the life of any normal teenager. Basketball games, homework, hanging out with friends. He was too young, too innocent, too focused on his own path to realize his brother was walking down a dangerous road.
And I really didn't know that it was coming to that point where, you know what I'm saying, he might be in some trouble, you know what I'm saying? If I knew.
This is the burden that survivors carry, the weight of what if. What if he had been older? What if he had recognized the warning signs? What if he had said something? But on October 20th, 2014, there will be no more what ifs, only devastating reality. The night everything changed. October 20th, 2014 started like any other day for 16-year-old DDG. After school, he headed to the YMCA to play basketball with his friend Trey, the same Trey who would later become his producer and help create hits like Arguments.
The night that he lost his life,
Nah, nigga said hits. He trying to be funny?
I was playing basketball with one of my homies, his name Trey. Actually, the dude that make my beats. He made Givenchy, he made Bang, his name Trey.
As the sun began to set over Pontiac, DDG's phone rang. It was Darian, his 21-year-old brother, offering what seemed like a simple brotherly gesture.
And my brother had called me. He was like, "You need me to pick you up, right?" And I was like, "Nah, Trey gonna take me home."
A decision that took seconds to make, stay and get a ride with his friend instead of his brother, would haunt DDG forever. Because what he didn't know was that this would be the last conversation he'd ever have with Darian.
So it's like, if he would have picked me up, that could have been me too. You know what I mean?
Oh, you could have gotten
Yeah,
shot.
I could have.
Oh, because it happened.
While DDG finished his basketball game and got his ride home with Trey, Darian was driving through the streets of Pontiac. He had no idea someone was waiting for him, someone with deadly intentions.
It happened on Monday, October 20th of this year, between the hours of 10:30 and 11:30 at night. The murder took place in an area called The Nose.
According to police reports and CBS Detroit news coverage, at approximately on Linda Vista Drive in Valencia, gunshots shattered the quiet of a Pontiac evening. 21-year-old Darian Breckenridge of Pontiac was shot in the head and neck as he sat in the driver's seat of his car. A passenger in his car was also wounded, but survived. The attack was swift and brutal. Darian didn't stand a chance. As he sat behind the wheel, gunfire erupted, ending the life of a young man who had just been talking to his little brother about giving him a ride home. Miles away, DDG had no idea his world was about to collapse. He went to sleep that night thinking about homework, basketball, typical teenage concerns. He had no idea that while he slept, his family was about to receive the worst news of their lives. The call that changed everything. Imagine being woken up in the middle of the night, not by your alarm clock or a parent calling you for school, but your sister's tears and the worst news you could ever hear. At the same time, just minutes away, Darian's mother, Tanya Granberry, was experiencing every parent's worst nightmare. Tanya Granberry, Darian's mother, said that minutes before her son was killed, she was laughing with him in her home. When they called my phone, I looked out the window like, "No, he's home," Granberry said. But then I didn't see his car. But he had just left my room, and I can say it happened in maybe 5 minutes or less. Tanya had been laughing with her son just minutes before he was killed. The same son who had just offered to pick up his little brother from basketball practice. The same son who would never come home again. As dawn broke over Pontiac on October 21st, 2014, the investigation into Darian Breckenridge's murder began. Crime Stoppers of Michigan offered a $2,500 reward for information leading to an arrest.
There is a reward of $2,500 for information given to Crime Stoppers that results in the arrest of whoever was responsible for this terrible murder.
But in a city where witnesses often fear retaliation more than they trust justice, getting people to talk wouldn't be easy. And in Pontiac's understaffed police department, time was already working against them. What makes this case even more frustrating is that it's not a mystery. DDG and his family know who killed Darian. The police know who killed Darian. But knowing and proving in court are two very different things. When asked if the guy was charged,
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. So,
And it's been years.
Yeah.
And there's no statute of limitations.
When asked if he knows who did it,
Wow, that's tough. So you know who did it, but he's never been charged.
Yeah, something like that. But
the families fight for justice. Unlike many families who might be intimidated into silence, the Granberries refuse to let their son's murder be forgotten. DDG, despite his growing fame, has never been afraid to speak publicly about his brother's case. Years later, DDG and his family would take to social media, calling for justice and keeping Darian's memory alive, refusing to let his death become just another unsolved statistic.
Someone need to speak up because I feel like that person didn't care. It was premeditated. They thought about it. I think that person should get life in prison.
Their message was clear. We know who you are, we won't forget, and we won't stop fighting for justice. Coping with the unthinkable. The murder didn't just take Darian's life. It shattered his twin brother in ways that are still visible today. Dub Bridge, Darian's twin, struggled with a grief that few can understand. The loss of someone who shared not just your childhood, but your DNA. Dub has spoken openly about he had his son, partly to cope with missing his twin brother so much, a way to fill the void left by Darian's death, to have someone to love and protect in a way he couldn't protect his brother. In many ways, Dub's son represents hope for the family, a new life born from the ashes of tragedy, carrying forward the Granberry name and legacy. The transformation. For DDG, grief became a catalyst for change. The brother who had died could have easily pulled him into the same dangerous world that claimed Darian's life. Instead, it pushed him in the opposite direction.
Around this shit, selling drugs and guns and all that shit, it's just like, when that happened, it kind of deterred me away from it even more.
Mm-hmm. What started as a way to cope with grief quickly became something much bigger.
This nigga sucks, man.
DDG's authentic personality and raw talent began attracting millions of viewers who had no idea they were watching someone transform pain into purpose. From YouTube to music mogul. As DDG's YouTube following grew into the millions, he began channeling his experiences into music. His lyrics weren't just rhymes. They were therapy sessions set to beats, processing trauma in real time. His song Nine Lives will become one of his most personal and powerful tracks, directly addressing his brother's death and his own survival. By 2018, DDG had signed with Epic Records. The kid from Pontiac who lost his brother to violence was now a legitimate recording artist with millions of fans worldwide, honoring the fallen. Success didn't make DDG forget where he came from or who he lost. In fact, the bigger his platform became, the more intentional he was about honoring Darian's memory.
Actually, my nephew is named after my brother.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, your godnephew, right?
No, my actual.
Oh, your nephew, okay.
Yeah, woo-ah.
The nephew who bears his uncle's name will never know the brother he's named after, but he'll grow up surrounded by love and opportunities that Darian never got to experience. Conclusion: 2 lives, 1 legacy. On October 20th, 2014, a gunman thought he was killing just one person, but he was wrong. He killed Darian Breckenridge, but he also created DDG the superstar, because sometimes the greatest tribute to a fallen brother is refusing to fall yourself. DDG's 2020 hit Moonwalking in Calabasas went platinum. His YouTube channels have billions of views. His name is known around the world, but none of that success will ever fill the void left by his brother's death. What it does do is prove that tragedy doesn't have to define you, that losing someone you love doesn't mean you have to lose yourself, and that sometimes the best way to honor the dead is to live so fully, so successfully, so loudly that their memory echoes through every achievement. Darian Breckenridge was 21 years old when he was murdered in Pontiac, Michigan. His case remains unsolved. His brother DDG continues to honor his memory through music, success, and by refusing to let his story be forgotten. Justice may be delayed, but legacy is forever.
All right, man. I thought he was exposed to somebody. Oh, never mind. All right, we got. I didn't understand that video, but we're gonna get to the video was supposed to be about someone sacrifice. I don't know. He wasn't. I don't understand those. You just talk about the guy growing up, what he did, as far as his career goes. But this is videos. So secret billionaire fan that controls Donald Trump's life.
They're not on Forbes, and they don't need the spotlight, yet they control the money, the data, and even the fate of America. All from the shadows you've never seen. Let's uncover their world together. 1. The Mercer family, private secrets and bizarre obsessions of America's power elite. Among the most powerful families pulling strings behind the scenes in America, the Mercers stand out as a name wrapped in both influence and mystery. They are one of the most controversial and secretive dynasties in the country, commanding immense power while staying far from the public eye. From finance and technology to politics, their influence runs deep. But behind that polished image of success lies a world of eccentric lifestyles and bizarre obsessions, especially when it comes to the family's two most prominent figures, Robert Mercer, the reclusive billionaire patriarch, and Rebecca Mercer, his powerful daughter entrenched in right-wing political circles. Next, let's dive into the life of the Mercer family's patriarch, Robert Mercer, a man of extreme privacy but with an unusually eccentric lifestyle. Few would guess that one of the most influential figures in American politics once lived like any ordinary man. Robert Mercer wasn't born into luxury. He grew up in a modest, middle-class family, where every dollar had to be carefully spent. His dream of success didn't come from inheritance. It came from a deep personal obsession with rising above his humble beginnings. In his early career, Mercer had no choice but to borrow money. To pursue a path in programming, and later, quantitative finance, he took out student loans, worked odd jobs, and accepted a slow, unglamorous start in humble research labs. His life during those years was a constant hustle, living in rented apartments, driving an old car, and carrying the daily weight of financial worry. But then, everything changed, in a way no one could have imagined. When Robert Mercer joined Renaissance Technologies, he helped rewrite Wall Street's playbook. The algorithms he co-developed didn't just deliver consistent double-digit returns. They catapulted him into an entirely different financial time zone. His wealth skyrocketed into the billions, and he began acquiring real estate across the world's financial hotspots. Now, money is no longer a concern, but the memory of hardship never left him. Even as a billionaire, Robert Mercer holds on to quiet habits of frugality. He avoids flashy spending, rarely appears in public, and almost never attends lavish events. That's partly because he's never forgotten what it felt like to go without. Those early struggles didn't weaken him. They forged in him a sense of secrecy, discipline, and absolute control. And notably, most of his wealth wasn't inherited. Only about 30% of Robert Mercer's current fortune can be traced to indirect inheritance. The rest is entirely self-made.
Oh, I hear that.
It stems from his mastery of computer science and an almost terrifying ability to predict market behavior with cold, algorithmic precision. Now, stepping into the next generation, Rebecca Mercer, Robert's eldest daughter, has inherited not only her father's influence, but also some of his eccentric traits. She doesn't need a microphone nor a platform, yet a single nod from Rebecca Mercer can shift the course of an entire election. As the co-founder of the far-right social network Parler, the financial force behind Breitbart, and a major backer of numerous conservative think tanks, Rebecca operates in the shadows, where her name alone commands fear and respect in political circles.
Oh, really now? Oh, really now?
Yet behind that strategic mind lies a body fighting a desperate battle against time. Born in 1973, Rebecca has entered middle age, showing all the signs of someone who refuses to grow old quietly. Insiders have whispered about her private trips to Europe solely for stem cell facelift treatments. On one occasion, she vanished for weeks, only to return with a face so rejuvenated that even close relatives were stunned. Her obsession with youth isn't mere vanity. It's a survival weapon in a cold, male-dominated world of power. In the conservative political arena, filled with gray-suited older men, Rebecca Mercer knows that beauty, or at least an ageless appearance, is her shield against skepticism, prejudice, and being underestimated. But over time, that very shield began to turn against her. Rebecca hasn't just used money to influence elections, she's used it to reconstruct her own face. From facelifts and fillers to cheek, chin, and even eye surgeries, she's reportedly undergone no fewer than 5 major procedures. The transformation was so drastic that even close friends admitted, she's not the same person anymore. The media dubbed it the political face botched by beauty. Rebecca's appearance grew increasingly rigid and emotionless, a bitter contrast to her razor-sharp strategic mind. Each smile lost its softness. Each glance seemed to mask a growing unease. Could it be that she's outmaneuvering every opponent, yet quietly losing the battle against her own reflection? In strategy meetings, she still wants to be the center, not through seduction, but through permanence. Yet now, her carefully constructed mask is beginning to crack. When Botox collides with voter data, when a mind sharp enough to manipulate governments can no longer control its own facial muscles, Rebecca Mercer becomes a living paradox, a woman reshaping America's political map while quietly losing herself in the process. And that's why every day she's not just battling opponents, she's fighting the one thing money can't buy: time. If you're drawn to stories of wealth, power, and manipulation, then this is exactly where you belong. Hit subscribe now. 2. The Rockefeller family, private secrets few have ever known. The Rockefeller family has long stood as a symbol of power, wealth, and sweeping influence in American history. But behind the glittering legacy of fortune and philanthropy lies a string of mysteries, tragedies, and even scandals that few ever hear about. These hidden chapters reveal the darker side of one of the world's most legendary dynasties. To understand the conflicting roots of the Rockefeller dynasty, we must start with the father of the empire, William Rockefeller, Sr. William Rockefeller Sr. was a scandalous figure, with a past that reads like something out of a crime novel. He once posed as a doctor, traveling across America selling mysterious miracle cures, making a living through trickery and deception. In 1849, he was accused of raping a 15-year-old housemaid and fled town before he could be prosecuted. He later lived under the alias Dr. Livingston and started a second family, all while never divorcing his first wife. The truth about his double life only surfaced after his death, casting a dark shadow over the Rockefeller family's carefully crafted image as a moral and upstanding dynasty. The controversies didn't stop with the founding generation. The next wave of Rockefellers was also marked by unsolved mysteries, the most infamous being the disappearance of Michael Rockefeller.
Michael Rockefeller?
Michael was the son of Nelson Rockefeller, former Vice President of the United States. In 1961, at just 23 years old, Michael disappeared in Papua New Guinea during a trip to study the culture and art of the Asmat tribe, a group known for headhunting and cannibalistic rituals. While the U.S. government officially concluded that he drowned after his boat capsized, many researchers and locals have long questioned that version of events. Locals and some researchers believe he actually swam ashore only to be killed, possibly even cannibalized, by the Asmat tribe. Eyewitness accounts and village testimonies have only deepened the chilling nature of this theory. To this day, Michael's disappearance remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in Rockefeller family history. Beyond the mysteries, the Rockefeller family also faced a heartbreaking tragedy that shocked the nation: the case of Winifred Emeny. Winifred Emeny, granddaughter of John D. Rockefeller, stunned America in 1951 when she killed her 2 young daughters and then took her own life by carbon monoxide poisoning in a garage.
Crazy.
Though born into privilege, Winifred struggled with severe mental health issues and was diagnosed with major depression. In her suicide note, she expressed feeling trapped with no escape, from the loneliness and crushing expectations imposed by her family and society. This tragic case sparked debates about the dark side of elite families, where individuals become icons, but often lack proper emotional care. Beyond real-life dramas, the Rockefeller name has even been targeted by cunning imposters, most famously, Clark Rockefeller. In truth, Clark Rockefeller was Christian Karl Gerhardsreiter, a German-born man who illegally immigrated to the U.S., assuming the Rockefeller identity to infiltrate high society. Using his intelligence and skillful psychological manipulation, he lived for years under the guise of a Rockefeller family member. With this false identity, Clark married a wealthy CEO and enjoyed a high society lifestyle amid Manhattan's elite. The deception was uncovered only after he abducted his biological daughter following a divorce. During the investigation, police discovered his involvement in a murder years earlier. This impersonation scandal rocked high society, revealing just how deeply obsessed people are with, and the symbolic power behind, the name Rockefeller in American culture. Even the most prominent figures in the Rockefeller family, like Nelson Rockefeller, weren't immune to personal scandals. Beyond serving as Vice President of the United States, Nelson was also known for his complicated and colorful love life. After divorcing his first wife, Nelson Rockefeller married Happy Rockefeller, who was once a close friend of his ex-wife, sparking a media frenzy at the time. That wasn't the end of the controversies. He was also rumored to have fathered an illegitimate child and had multiple affairs. In 1979, Nelson died under circumstances officially described as a stroke while with his personal secretary, a situation that fueled public speculation about his private life. Despite official reports aiming to preserve a clean image, the incident left a lasting stain on the Rockefeller family's reputation. In conclusion, the secret events and personal tragedies within the Rockefeller family reveal that no matter how high they stand atop power and wealth, they are not immune to the very human shadows that haunt us all. From a deceitful patriarch to mysterious disappearances, suicides, impersonations, and scandalous affairs, the Rockefeller family stands as a stark reminder of the darker side of glory. These little-known secrets are crucial pieces that help us better understand America's royal family without a throne in the modern era. 3. The wealthiest dynasty in America, the Walton family. If the Rockefellers once controlled oil and banking, the Waltons did the same with consumer goods, turning Walmart into the world's most powerful retail empire. From a discount store to a $250 billion powerhouse, the Waltons symbolize America's consumer might. Walmart isn't just a retailer, it runs a global supply chain, creates millions of jobs, and influences prices worldwide. But their influence extends beyond money. They aim to shape the future of education and business. Through the Walton Family Foundation, they have poured billions into education reform and lobbying for policies that favor big corporations. 4. The Koch family. Meanwhile, the Kochs manipulate power from behind the scenes. Starting in oil and gas, they swiftly expanded into data, chemicals, paper, finance, and even artificial intelligence. They don't just make money, they shape American politics. With their sprawling network dubbed the Kochtopus, this family quietly controls conservative organizations, tax laws, environmental policies, and labor rights.
Tax laws, all that?
5. The Pritzker family.
They control all
Quiet,
that shit.
but incredibly effective. That's how the Pritzkers run their empire. Starting with the Hyatt hotel chain, they've used trust funds to discreetly expand their wealth, building a lasting legacy across generations. What sets them apart is their political power. Penny Pritzker served as U.S. Secretary of Commerce, while J.B. Pritzker is the governor of Illinois, This family wields not just wealth, but legislative influence as well. 6. The Hunt family. In stark contrast to the calm of the Pritzkers, the Hunt family once shook the financial markets. Originating from oil, they became infamous for their plot to corner the silver market in 1980, triggering the chaotic Silver Thursday crash. Though they face setbacks, the Hunt's power remains formidable. Today, the Hunt family still controls major energy companies and maintains deep ties with America's conservative political landscape. Who do you think is truly rewriting the rules of power in America? Hit subscribe so you don't miss the truths about the remaining dynasties.
What the fuck? This ain't going on.
Can a city as glamorous as Paris belong to one family? Behind the magnificent boulevards, luxury fashion stores, and bright lights, there is the mark of a powerful family that quietly controls the pace of life, an image of the City of Lights. They don't need to make a fuss to make the whole world turn their heads. When it comes to the Arnault family, luxury and power are inseparable. They are the richest family in France and a symbol of global success. Bernard Arnault, the head of the family, owns a fortune of up to $233 billion US, 2024, running the world's largest luxury empire, LVMH, from its headquarters in Paris. Bernard's success didn't come overnight. As chairman and CEO of LVMH Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton, it took him decades to transform the company into a conglomerate that owns 75 luxury brands, including Louis Vuitton, Dior, Fendi, Sephora, and Dom Perignon. For him, luxury is not just a product, but a symbol of status and desire. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on what's coming next.
What's coming next, man?
Over the past 40 years, he has not only built the empire, but also put his entire family in charge of its operations, ensuring that the legacy continues. All 5 of his children play key roles in LVMH. His eldest daughter is CEO of Christian Dior and plays a key role at Louis Vuitton, while his eldest son, Antoine, oversees communications and the environment. Alexandra, Frédéric, and Jean, who also hold key executive positions in the group from their second marriage, also play a key role in the future of the empire.
Sure, hit that like button, hit that share button, man. Hit that sub button.
Alexandra is a senior executive at Tiffany & Company, Frédéric heads LVMH's watch division, and Jean is in charge of marketing and development for Louis Vuitton watches. One strength of the Arnault family is that the children all hold equal shares, together owning 48.6% of the capital and 64.3% of the voting rights at LVMH, ensuring long-term control. While questions remain about Bernard's successor, the contributions of each child have confirmed that the Arnault legacy can be handed over firmly. Bernard Arnault owns an expensive car collection that includes a Bugatti Chiron, a Ferrari F12 TDF, and a Rolls-Royce Phantom. Although he sold his $73 million private jet, he still rents a Global 7500 for his lavish trips. He and his wife Hélène Mercier own a $200 million mansion in Paris's Latin Quarter and property in Saint-Tropez. The family recently acquired a controlling stake in Paris FC, expanding their influence into the sports world. Through the holding
sports teams and shit.
AAS, the Arnault family represents not only power and luxury, but also the very name Paris. But the Bettencourt-Meyers family is also another force shaping the French capital. They are behind L'Oréal, the world's largest beauty empire. At the heart of this legacy is Françoise Bettencourt-Meyers, the richest woman in the world, with a net worth of $99.5 billion, 2024. Her influence stems from her grandfather, Eugène Schuller, who founded L'Oréal in 1909. She inherited the fortune after her mother, Liliane Bettencourt, died in 2017 at the age of 94. Françoise currently owns 34.7% of L'Oréal, making her the largest shareholder and a leading figure in the cosmetics industry. Under her leadership, L'Oréal has grown globally, owning iconic brands such as Lancôme, Maybelline, Garnier, Kiehl's, and employing more than 85,000 people worldwide. Despite its struggles, L'Oréal's stock has skyrocketed over the past decade, making it the largest cosmetics company in the world. In 2022 alone, revenues exceeded 38 billion euros. She is also an author with a passion for Greek mythology and the Bible, demonstrating a depth of knowledge. She heads the Bettencourt Schuler Foundation, which funds scientific, cultural, and social projects, notably a $226 million commitment to restore Notre Dame Cathedral after the 2019 fire. Her family is the foundation of her success. She is married to Jean-Pierre Myers and has 2 sons, Jean-Victor and Nicolas. Both sons now sit on the L'Oréal board, representing the 4th generation of the family. The strong bond ensures the Bettencourt Myers legacy will live on. But they are not the only family that has shaped Paris. Another force is the Wertheimer family, closely associated with the legendary Chanel brand. Brothers Alain and Gerard Wertheimer, representing the 3rd generation, co-own Chanel, with a net worth of $94 billion in 2024, among the richest in France. Despite their low profile, their influence is felt strongly in Chanel's fashion shows, boutiques, and luxury products. Their legacy dates back to the 1920s when their grandfather, Pierre Wertheimer, collaborated with Coco Chanel, who was already a fashion icon. He and Coco Chanel founded Société de Chanel, a company that produces and sells beauty products, especially the iconic Chanel Number Beige parfum. Thanks to this investment and vision, the Wertheimer family retained a stake in one of the most successful luxury brands in history. Today, Alain is chairman, while Gerard runs the watch division in Geneva. The brothers are known as the quietest billionaires in the fashion industry, keeping a low profile, avoiding the media, and rarely attending public events. They don't even attend Chanel store openings, and when they do appear at shows, they sit in low-key spots and drive themselves there. Under their leadership, Chanel generated more than $15 billion in revenue in 2021, up 20% from 2019. In addition to Chanel, the brothers have invested in vineyards such as Chateau Rosan, Segla in Bordeaux, and Saint-Supéry Winery in Napa Valley. They are also passionate about thoroughbred racing, following in the footsteps of their grandfather Pierre. The family owns the Wertheimer et Frères stud, which has had numerous successes, including winning the Queen Elizabeth II's stakes in 2015. Despite their vast wealth, they maintain a low profile. Alain is said to live in Connecticut and has a large apartment on Fifth Avenue in New York. Gerard Wertheimer lives in seclusion in his Geneva mansion. They still leave a strong mark in Paris and beyond. But the story of Paris's billionaire families is not over. Next up is the Pinault family, Wertheimer's equal in art, fashion, and culture. François Pinault, founder of Kering, formerly PPR, was born in rural France and started his family's timber business in 1963. In the 1990s, he made a bold move into luxury, culminating in the 1999 acquisition of Gucci, transforming his company into a global luxury empire. Today, Kering owns iconic brands such as Gucci, Balenciaga, Saint Laurent, Alexander McQueen, and Bottega Veneta, with billions of dollars in annual revenue. François Pinault is currently honorary chairman, with his son, François-Henri Pinault, taking over in 2005. Under François-Henri's leadership, Kering has restructured, focusing on luxury and expanding globally, with a recent bold move being the purchase of a 30% stake in Valentino.
How many families are there?
Reinforced Kering's position as a global luxury giant. In addition to business, the Pinault family is prominent in the art world. François Pinault owns a collection of more than 10,000 works, including names such as Picasso, Mondrian, and Jeff Koons. The collection is displayed at the Bourse de Commerce in Paris, a former stock exchange turned museum, thanks to a partnership between Pinault and Mayor Anne Hidalgo. Through its parent company, Artemis, the Pinault family also owns vineyards in Bordeaux and Napa Valley, the prestigious auction house Christie's, the luxury yacht company Ponant, and a major stake in talent agency CAA, which represents big stars like Tom Hanks and Brad Pitt. They are also known for their philanthropic work, most notably pledging 100 million euros to restore Notre Dame Cathedral after the 2019 fire. Despite their enormous wealth and influence, the Pinault family remains relatively private. François-Henri Pinault is married to actress Salma Hayek and has a daughter, Valentina Paloma. However, little is known about François' other children, Dominique and Lawrence, despite also being shareholders in Artemis. And the story of Paris's richest families continues, with the Dassault family next, with a legacy in aviation. Welcome to the otherworldly power of Paris, a rich symbol of media, culture, and aerospace. It all started with Marcel Dassault, the brilliant engineer who founded Dassault Aviation in the early 20th century, starting out as a propeller manufacturer during World War I. It was Marcel who laid the foundations for a world-leading aerospace and defense corporation. After Marcel died in 1986, his son, Serge Dassault, took over and took the company to new heights. Under Serge's leadership as chairman and CEO, the company not only developed military aircraft and commercial jets, but also expanded into 3D design technology. Their influence extended to media, with the acquisition of the prestigious newspaper Le Figaro, as well as investments in Parisian real estate, art auction houses, and even a winery. Despite the challenges, Serge kept the momentum going until his death in 2018 at the age of 93, leaving behind a strong legacy. His children, Laurent, Thierry, and Marie-Hélène Habert Dassault, continue to run the group, with Laurent playing a key role in maintaining the company's spirit of innovation and creativity, as well as running the art auction house Art Curial. The two children, Thierry and Marie-Hélène, continue to uphold the values and standards set by their father. The Dassault name has become synonymous with the identity of Paris, from the aircraft that patrol the skies, to the newspaper Le Figaro, to real estate in the city's most expensive neighborhoods. Next up is the Besnier family, a quiet but powerful force behind the global dairy conglomerate Lactalis. Starting as a small cheese factory in 1933, founded by André Besnier, Lactalis has grown into a multi-billion-dollar dairy empire, with annual sales of more than $30 billion. The family name has been synonymous with excellence and innovation for 3 generations. André started his business in Laval with Camembert cheese, and his son, Michel Besnier, took over and expanded Lactalis significantly. Under Michel's guidance, the company diversified and grew rapidly. After his death in 2000, his 3 children, Emmanuel, Jean-Michel, and Marie, inherited the company. Emmanuel became CEO, and together with his siblings, he holds 83% of the shares, continuing to lead Lactalis internationally. Becoming the world's leading dairy group, with 266 facilities in 51 countries, more than 85,000 employees, and owning famous brands such as President, Bridel, Siggy's, and Stonyfield Organic. Emmanuel Besnier, the eldest brother and CEO, holds the majority of the assets, with a net worth of approximately $25.5 billion 2024. However, in 2017, Lactalis faced a major crisis when Salmonella bacteria was discovered in its infant formula, forcing it to recall products in 83 countries. The incident brought the company under intense scrutiny. Emmanuel, often called the invisible billionaire, is famously private and avoids the media, but the company continues to grow strongly. In addition to the dairy business, the Besnier family owns large real estate holdings, including a chateau in Anjou near Laval, and a property in the posh 7th arrondissement of Paris. They have also acquired major companies such as Parmalat, Galbani, and Kraft Heinz's natural cheese division, putting Lactalis in direct competition with corporations such as Nestlé. The splendid and luxurious Paris is not only the pride of France, but also the playground of powerful billionaire families. Do they really own this city, or are they just hidden people controlling everything? What do you think about that? If you find the video interesting, please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next interesting stories.
All right, I'm out of here, man. Yo, make sure you hit that like button, that share button, man. My fucking eyes tired. It's like beating in my fucking face. I want to see what, unless y'all want to go to the other video, see what Truth want to talk about. I'm kind of tired of his voice, though. He's kind of annoying. I gotta find me another true conspiracy content creator. I gotta see what lies beneath New York. Oh, we're gonna definitely do a video on that. Let's go to Hitler. Let's go see why Hitler persecuted the Jews.
The brutal persecution of the Jews was one of the darkest chapters of the Second World War. In ghettos, concentration camps, and a systematic genocide marked history. But a crucial question remains. Why did Hitler hate the Jews so much? How did this hatred spread so quickly and so devastatingly across Europe? In today's video, we will dive deep into this topic, exploring the true origins of this anti-Semitism and how it led to one of the greatest crimes against humanity. And stay until the end, because Hitler's plan to exterminate the Jews had a consequence he could never have imagined, and that changed history and impacts even today. Before we begin, our goal is 1 million subscribers. It seems like a lot, but with your help, we'll get there. Subscribe now, leave a like, and be a part of this story, the roots of Hitler. Adolf Hitler was born on April 20th, 1889, in the small town of Braunau am Inn, located in Austria, near the border with Germany. From an early age, his life was marked by an unstable and conflict-filled family environment. His father, Alois Hitler, was a civil servant, strict and authoritarian, who imposed severe discipline on the children and showed little affection. In contrast, his mother, Clara Hitler, was a caring and protective figure, seeking to ease her husband's rigidity and provide a more welcoming environment for Hitler and his siblings. The relationship between Hitler and his father was complicated and full of misunderstandings, especially because Alois wanted his son to pursue a career in the state bureaucracy, while Hitler dreamed of an artistic life. The death of Alois in 1903 represented a relief for the young Hitler, who then had more freedom to pursue his own interests. Despite the turbulent domestic atmosphere, there is no evidence that Hitler, during his childhood, harbored any anti-Semitic feelings. He was an average student and showed great interest in history and the arts. His academic performance, however, began to decline in adolescence, especially after the family's move to Linz. It was at that time that he developed a fascination for German historical figures and began to nurture a romantic nationalist vision, idealizing a grand future for the German people. At the beginning of the 20th century, Hitler moved to Vienna, the capital of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, with the aim of entering the Academy of Fine Arts. In the Medici, however, he was rejected by the institution on 2 occasions, in 1907 and 1908, being informed that his talent was not sufficient to become a professional painter. The frustration with the failure of his artistic dream deeply marked his life, Without concrete prospects, Hitler began living in precarious conditions, resorting to small jobs and selling watercolors to survive. During this period, he lived in shelters for the homeless and frequented cafeterias and libraries, where he began to absorb nationalist speeches and extremist ideologies. Vienna was a cosmopolitan and vibrant city, with a great ethnic and cultural diversity. The significant presence of the Jewish community, combined with the intensification of social and political tensions of the time, fueled a growing sentiment of anti-Semitism in Viennese society. Hitler, immersed in this environment, began to be influenced by figures who used hatred against Jews as a political tool. One of the main examples was Karl Lueger, the city's mayor, who used anti-Semitic rhetoric to garner popular support. Besides him, several writers and theorists advocated racist and ultra-nationalist ideas that began to shape Hitler's worldview. He began associating Jews with economic and social problems, building a narrative that they were responsible for the decay of society and the alleged corruption of Germanic values. The impact of these influences was deepened when Hitler served as a soldier in the First World War. Enlisting voluntarily in the German army in 1914, he served as a messenger on the Western Front and was decorated for bravery on several occasions. However, the conflict was devastating for Germany, which, after years of intense battles, was defeated in 1918. For Hitler and many other soldiers, the defeat was a traumatic blow, and the stab-in-the-back theory, which claimed that Germany had not lost the war militarily, but had been betrayed by Jews, communists, and other internal enemies, started to gain traction. This myth resonated in Hitler's mind, reinforcing his hatred against the Jews and deepening his conviction that a national regeneration was necessary. The signing of the Treaty of Versailles in 1919 further intensified Hitler's resentment. The agreement imposed heavy sanctions on Germany, including territorial losses, severe military restrictions, and exorbitant financial reparations. For Hitler, these punishments represented an unacceptable humiliation and a betrayal of the German people. He began to blame the Jews and the socialists for Germany's collapse, further fueling his desire for revenge and his quest for a political movement that could restore the greatness of the nation. Returning to civilian life and joining the Nazi Party. Upon returning to civilian life, Hitler became involved with nationalist groups and in 1919 joined the German Workers' Party, which would later become the Nazi Party. His oratory skills and ability to mobilize the masses quickly distinguished him within the party, allowing him to take leadership of the movement.
I didn't get to play all the shit I wanted to play, but I'm getting a little tired. I'm about to break out. Stop sharing. Y'all have a good night, man. Hit that like button, hit that share button. Thank you. Peace.